Hey, it's Ross Payton with the Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Fall of Delta Green. A game I got 6 years ago, and then something happened in 2020 that made me lose. I was planning to run this a little earlier.
There was a blank.
Yeah, there was a bit of a slight interruption, I think. We're finally on track. Well, this is going to be Operation Aladdin's Cave, which is the scenario in the back of the book. And there are 4 heroic agents here willing to brave the dangers of this mission. It is set in 1966. I'm setting this in 1966. I'll say like May. I don't know. I didn't look up specifically. They don't give you a specific date for this operation. Slightly frustrating for a historical game. But we have 4 agents here with their pre-generated characters. They're all very committed to saving them and having them have nice, long lives after this, right? So, Aaron, do you want to talk about your character a little bit?
We can definitely do that. So, hey, this is Aaron. I will be playing Gina Lan, who is a Vietnamese-American, essentially on this mission, a translator. But under the auspices of all the Delta Green agents that she is with currently, cover story right now can switch between CIA or FBI depending on who she needs to lie about at the moment. But yeah, her father was actually an American trader and a Delta Green asset who was inadvertently exposed to her lore, unnatural lore. Specifically, he ended up finding a manuscript that described some sort of Eldritch protector. And when he was reading that out, it ended up showing up. And he survived, although he still had nightmares. And that's like throughout the rest of his life where he would see this thing everywhere. Like the only way they could really describe it is a mantis man, but mainly just because of the mandibles and very red piercing eyes. And that's like that it would just go through any darkness. Like the last time he saw it, thought some guy in on off of a motorcycle was looking at him through the visor self with glowing red eyes.
I see. You're adding your own little twist to the backstory.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. I see you. Next up, we have our history buff here. Tom.
Hey.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm awesome.
Please tell us about your agent.
Yes, Dr. Elliot Vannaker. He is a Dutch American and used to be in the Navy. Was on a PT boat.
Yeah.
And everything was going swimmingly.
Yeah.
Navy joke. And then he was captured during a patrol by, what the official story was, corpse thieves.
Corpse thieves?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was imprisoned by them for some time before being rescued. There was just something about those corpse thieves that he doesn't want to remember.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's they certainly weren't stealing organs or anything.
They were hungry for their target. Yeah. Hankering for something, perhaps.
Yeah.
Right?
So now he has left the Navy and he's a surgeon for the VA.
Okay. And cool, Dr. V. And then we have Jason.
Hi, guys. So I'm playing Stan the Man Madison. Got to do it. He was former Army, although I wish it was G.I. Joe.
This is a historically based.
No, that's completely fine.
Okay.
All right. He served one tour in Vietnam. He contacted something that was not exactly natural. Left him with some trauma there. Lots of bad things happened, and that's pretty much his whole thing.
Okay. Very good. Finally, we have Chris.
Yes, hi. My character's name is David Nelson. Let's see, working for the FBI, formerly of the Army. He served briefly in post-war Germany, encountered unnatural weirdness while pursuing a serial murderer. Mm-hmm. And he first ran across the evidence of the serial murder while he was serving in post-war Germany. And he kept hearing this word over the radio, Reifenschuss. And he finally figured out that it was the German word for zipper. And, in his premature, he wasn't an investigator then, but while he was out in Germany, he managed to see one of his victims, and he saw first what it would truly look like if a person was unzipped.
Oh, geez.
The skin all smooth around spots, as though as if it had been burned. But no gore or anything. But these people have go to pieces, literally. And the turning thing, the thing that really finally cracked him is that he was in the room when this entity he could not perceive with his human sight began unzipping the next victim. And he saw it happen in real time. And it fucked him up. The FBI picked him up and said, "You got to work for us now."
Yeah, you've all been briefed into a task force, an agency, or organization inside the U.S. government called Delta Green, noted by Little Green Triangle. You've also been told that there is and you've all, because of your connection to the unnatural, have been tasked with, dealing with this shit, because somebody has to. There is another government agency you've heard about called Majestic 12. That has 12 sections in it, and they also deal with this stuff, but your Delta Green does not like Majestic 12. They are more interested in exploiting the unnatural for power and profit, whereas your superiors at Delta Green are more like, no, we just got to destroy all of this stuff. It's a threat. It cannot be used. It is just going to do bad things. So, and normally you operate within normal government agencies until you're called to duty, which is how we're going to begin this. You're invited to a day at the races. So, yeah, let's just go around the table and introduce where you are when you get a message that is a single sentence that says you are invited to a day at the races. And that is your activation code. And you will then, where to go, and they'll send you, basically you have to go to a nearest airport, and there'll be tickets waiting for you, and you'll be briefed on it when you get there, wherever your destination is. So we'll just go back again. Gina, where are you when you get and how is the message delivered? Is it a phone call, a telegram?
Actually, I'm sitting...
a letter,
but no, Gina is actually sitting out at a coffee shop over in San Francisco where her parents are. So she's, again, mainly, she provides more of, officially is out there to provide... That's like translations for the local UN office out there, but it's mainly an excuse to stay close to her father because he's not doing very well. So
sure.
Her mom can only take care of things for a certain amount before she needs a break. But she's basically at a coffee shop reading when somebody just kind of bumps into her table, is excusing themselves right now. But as they're passing by, there's a note there's basically a folded piece of paper on the table, and when she picks it up, it says the activation phrase, and there's a large, large sigh. Yeah,
you know that you have to go to the nearest airport, and there'll be a ticket waiting with your name on it. Prepare to travel a long way, so you undoubtedly have a go bag ready stuff.
So going back to the apartment, letting my mom know that I'm leaving early. So calling her aunts to basically take care of things, and then. Just setting off to the airport and taking several long drags off of cigarettes as I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Everyone smokes back then. Most people. Well, not everybody, but most people. And then, let's see here. Dr. V.
Yep. I'm currently just finished up some work at a VA hospital in New York.
Yeah? What kind of work?
Surgery.
Surgery?
Repairing a damaged femur bone.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of work there. A lot of boys coming back broken and need fixing. So yeah, there's no shortage of patients. That's for sure. And how does the message deliver to you?
It's waiting for him in his office when he finishes the procedure, and it's slid under the door. Another
piece of paper. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. When you burn the paper and you tell him you have to take off work, off you go. And then
my official excuse when I do I still do work for the Navy, so occasionally I have to go do some work on a naval base somewhere.
Yeah, Delta Green does have a lot of pull with agencies, so that you all have a very lenient, far more leave time than anyone else at your places of employment.
They're always working trips.
Yeah, they're always working trips, exactly. So and they never ask questions when you get back. So Stan.
I'm getting a much-needed body massage.
Okay.
So as they're, just kind of working out the kinks, they just stop for a minute. I look up, and the masseuse is out of the room, and there's a note on my clothes off on the on the dresser nearby, and so that's where the phrase is.
All right.
And I'm like, damn, I didn't even get to finish.
All right. And then...
my happy ending.
Yep. And finally, David.
Well, let me see here. I'm definitely in my office when I get the message over. I keep a shortwave radio. I just kind of have it on all the time. Static stuff. I play it every once in a while. I got used to having it on because that's how I first found out about the zipper.
Oh, yeah.
And, I just see, I'm just kind of twiddling the knob every once in a while, but then I hear over the shortwave, I hear, I invite you to a day to the races. And, I turn it off. I turn the little lamp off. It's super fucking dark outside, like soaked cornflower blue. Not like, anyways.
Like pre-dawn or dusk?
Dusk.
Dusk, okay, yeah. All right. So you get in, what kind of car do you have? A truck or like a station wagon?
Oh, I call a taxi to the airport.
Oh, you call a taxi, okay. All right. Yeah. And all of you wind up at Gate 13 at Los Angeles International Airport. And eventually you are taken into a room, a windowless room deep within the airport, the depths of it. And a woman in Navy khakis with Lieutenant Commander's tabs, but no unit or ship ID, introduces herself as Agent Carlson. This is Operation, codenamed Aladdin's Cave. You are all... The U.S. Marine Corps recently captured a Viet Cong tunnel complex at the 1st Corps territory in Chu Tan in Quang Tri province near the DMZ. It is believed that they removed something from that tunnel complex, not least because Corporal Paul Lewis, the unit photographer attached to Firebase Jonas, the closest firebase, died from an accidental firearms discharge 2 days later. That was 3 days ago. You are to investigate this potential outbreak of the unnatural and prevent it from damaging the war effort or the world any further. You'll be taken... There is a military flight that is leaving for Vietnam. You'll be boarding it shortly, and good luck.
All right, then.
Do any of you know each other? I'll let you decide.
Do we all live in L.A.?
I live in New York.
San Francisco, but
New Orleans.
Yeah, you all... I guess you don't know each other then. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could have been working on something for Delta Green beforehand, but that's up to you. But
I'll say at least right now I know David through basically providing other translation services, not directly but over the phone. So, and sitting there going, well, that translates into a lot of horrible phrases that talk about raising the dead, but sure.
So the one thing also to keep in mind, you can use bureaucracy to requisition things, like unusual pieces of equipment or anything. So anybody who's a military veteran with a high firearms could, I would say, I'll give them a handgun, military issue. I think it was still Colt 45s.
Colt 45.
Yeah. Standard. So you'd have that. As protection, because it's a fucking war zone. You're not supposed to be attacked. I mean, it's supposed to be a secure place,
Well, there's no such thing as the green zone in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Want to be able to get at least one, or that's a smaller caliber one for my character, since they're basically CIA operative.
See, that would be a bureaucracy check.
Okay.
So.
I'll go ahead and spend one on that just because I really would like a gun. So.
Sure.
You say we would have like normal things like flashlights on hand, like that.
Yeah, you have flashlights. You'll have appropriate clothing and shoes.
That'll be a 6 with my spend.
Okay, with a 6, they in fact have a silenced handgun for you.
Nice.
Yeah, CIA.
Silence 38 kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, something whatever would be appropriate for that. 1960s.
Silence 22s are
yeah.
incredibly. There's not a lot of penetration, but if you're up close, and they are very.
Honestly, that sounds more like the CIA's thing.
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
22, yeah.
Mossad used them a lot.
Yeah. So, a silence 22 or 38. In game terms, the mechanics should be the same. It's just, So, you have flashlights. You'll have, you'll be given military clothing, so you'll blend in. You're not going to be given any insignia or anything, but, you're going to be kind of like how the CIA operated. Just generic guys. Don't worry about us. Don't look at us.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions, yeah. So, does anybody else want to try and get something, or say you've gotten something, special piece of equipment? You don't always get stuff. You always get stuff later. But is there anything? Yeah.
Should I roll for a black light? Would that be unusual equipment?
No. Black light would be fine. Do you have photography or any relevant investigative abilities?
Criminology.
Yeah. Black light would definitely be you don't have to spend for that.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, actually, since I like criminology right now, lockpicking set to be able to get into places. So
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Probably doctor.
Actually, that's not criminology. That would be filch or stealth.
Okay, I do have filch though.
Yeah.
So.
If you have filch or that, you could have a lockpick.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
How about a field medic bag?
Yeah, you would definitely have one.
Yeah, it would make sense.
You don't have to roll or spend anything for that. So,
Tom, you're the historian here, but what kind of body armor or something?
body would definitely be a spend of some kind. There are flak jackets, and that's big and bulky type stuff, but it's effective. They do have stuff on armor. I did see that. I don't remember the page. Let me see if I can find it. Armor. Armor, page 95. So
If it's too big and bulky, it would make me stand out, so I probably wouldn't.
not
But I was just
necessarily.
asking.
I mean, you just look more like an infantry guy than like a spy guy. It would definitely
They definitely weren't standard issue.
ballistic nylons. You could requisition that, which would be lighter. So yeah, but yeah, vest with like inserts or a helmet would definitely be a little. But yeah, you could try to requisition ballistic nylons.
I'll spend one. Bureaucracy, right?
Yeah, I'd say 4 for that.
Get at least a 4.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6. So 7.
Okay, yeah. Reduces damage from bullets by 1 point. Explosive damage by 2 points.
Okay. So what's it called? What'd you say?
Ballistic nylon. So it is like, a prototype bulletproof vest, basically. Yeah.
Reduces by 1.
Yeah. So something you can wear under a jacket or yeah.
Something that doesn't like make me stand out.
Yeah, not in a war zone. But yeah. All right. It's a very long flight. You're going all the way to fucking Vietnam. And you arrive in Da Nang Air Base. And let's see here. You are provided with travel papers and a sort of very vaguely written investigative duty assignments within the First Corps. So civilians are described as outside experts, liaisoning with the naval support of the First Corps. And yeah, it is very long. Yeah, a lot of sleeping, in very loud aircraft. But once you get to Da Nang, you're routed to a helicopter that Huey, taking you to U.S. Marine Corps Firebase Jonas in Quang Tri province. So this is probably 24 hours of travel, pretty much straight. So yeah, just enough.
Is there language on this at all? Like,
Yeah, you have a translator with you.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm just meaning for like us.
Where is
Foreign
it?
language. I've got
Yeah,
2.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's not specified what it is, you can.
Well, I'm going to go with Vietnamese because I was
Weird.
Vietnam.
It's a very popular language in the 1960s.
In Vietnam, particularly.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I had already served one thing,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
So the Firebase is just behind the DMZ, just behind the front line. You can see that it is a. Your characters have ever been to a Firebase before? Yeah, it's a pretty basic looking thing.
I
Yeah.
was on a PT boat in Korea, so
Yeah.
no.
Wooden structures mostly, lots of trenches, men going about. Bunkers, yeah. Earthen bunkers, not like concrete, nothing concrete or anything. Everything's dug by hand. I mean, no, there's some bulldozers and some other vehicles there, but yeah, it's very busy. Weeds are coming in around the clock, it seems like. And when you get off the helo and you show your paperwork to the guy, he points you towards the captain. So you're going to have to introduce yourself to Captain James Rickard. He is the commanding officer of the Firebase. Rickard.
Are we maintaining any kind of cover with these people? Or are we?
Yeah, right now your official cover is that you're working with the Marine Corps as part of an investigative assignment.
All right.
And it's very vaguely written. Those of you with criminology or military science can tell, like, this is military code for its assignment you aren't supposed to ask about. So, like, this person's legit, but don't ask them what they're actually doing. So, which is, not impossible, but kind of rare. So those of you with military experience will probably know this is not something people are just going to bow down and do whatever you want. Yeah. Like, you're going to have to, your authority is enough to be here, but anything beyond that is going to be a matter of finesse. But the captain is there in one of the bunkers. He is drinking coffee from, a tin can. And it is early morning when you get here. And he is not bags under his eyes. He is reeks of sweat, of cigarette, tobacco.
Almost like he's a Marine in a forward base.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not fancy. But he says, I know what this is about. I know why you're here. It's about the tunnels. 6 days ago, I guess. Yeah, Jesus Christ, it was only 6 days ago. A platoon on night patrol under Lieutenant Gus Van Ryn. Ryan is spelled R-Y-N. They discovered a VC tunnel complex 18 clicks northwest of here and attacked, drove off all VC forces in possession. A squad led by Sergeant Porter Jackson went into the tunnels The tunnels were empty by the time he got in. They didn't appear to connect to a larger complex. And that's the basic of that. So I'm sure you have questions for me.
And the question was Sarge Jackson the one who killed himself?
No, that was Corporal Paul Lewis.
Corporal Paul Lewis, okay.
Corporal Paul Lewis. Yeah, he was our unit photographer. Does anybody have art?
I don't
Okay.
think art.
I don't know.
I do. So
It's on technical ability.
I do.
You actually recall the name because Paul Lewis had a photography showing of his photographs in New York before being drafted.
Okay, so something to note right now.
So he was like a skilled photographer who, took his work seriously. So, yeah. So
Do we have the the tunnels are mapped? I mean, like how many men stand shoulder to shoulder?
it would be one person.
One person.
Yeah, very narrow, typical VC tunnel. Well, we don't have a map of it. They checked it out. It was empty, and they came back. And does anybody have humant?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing. I don't know anything about anything being removed by the tunnels. And as far as Corporal Lewis's death was an accident. If you have humant, he was lying.
Yeah, I have it, yeah.
So now you can spend humant, agency, U.S. Marine Corps, or military science to gain more information. A 1 point spend would give you more information.
Okay.
I will do that.
Okay.
Which one are you spending?
Human.
So, yeah, how do you he's lying about it, so how do you get in? Come on,
Let's see. I just kind of get close to him and I say,
Look, we're not going to report you. We just...
look, I mean, don't let us die, okay? You know something. We got to know it. We want to help. We're here because it's fucking scary. I know you're scared.
Well, I was ordered to keep quiet about anything about whatever was removed from the tunnels. And I'm not scared, it's just Lewis shot himself. But that, I don't want his family to know that. Like, it would be a disgrace to him and to the Corps. And it would endanger his wife's survivor's benefits. Like, no.
We can finesse that.
Well,
Yeah.
we knew that. It's like, well, again, we know that stress as a military life can do things, but was he showing any signs of distress beforehand?
Do you have any social abilities like reassurance?
I do. So
Okay.
so spin on that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Interrogation. Tell me.
Well, you can talk to, he knew Specialist DeSalvo pretty well. So Anthony DeSalvo. He went into the tunnels too. He was pretty close to Lewis. You should ask him. But yeah, I don't know. I know his photography tent was also caught on fire when he.
Did any of his photographs survive?
As far as I know, no. But
Negatives.
and he made the spin, so he's like, well, I can't say anything about potentially any artifact that may or may not have been removed from these tunnels.
But if you had to make a guess, though,
If you want to make another, do you have one more point you want to spend?
let's
Inspiration would work as well.
Oh, inspiration? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Well, I mean, if you had to theorize what it is, because there could be all sorts of things that the Viet Cong were holding on to down there that they didn't want the Americans to get on. Their hands on.
With the inspiration spend as well, he says, well, you're out of Kirkland Air Force Base, aren't you? And do any of you have CIA connections, right? You know that Kirkland Air Force Base is a major majestic operational site. So, I would talk to definitely DeSalvo, Lieutenant Wren, and Sergeant Porter Jackson. Would know more about it. But yeah.
That would be in the case, too. So that's at least a good enough starting point, I think, for us. Captain, we do appreciate it. Gentlemen, any other questions?
Can we see what's left of his tent?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
It has. It's only been. It was caught on fire only 3 days ago.
That was actually another question.
We haven't cleaned it up yet. Yeah.
Was Lewis bunking with DeSalvo, or was he on his own?
Everyone was bunking together. We don't have enough bunker space to spare for private rooms. Of course not.
Okay. Could you possibly give us a list of those he was bunking with? Was it just his unit? Or?
I don't have that off the top of my hand. The Sergeant Jackson would know.
Okay, Sergeant Jackson. All right. Well, I guess we'll inquire about that since it's obviously a loss for every in a lot more cases than that, and but logistically trying to find other places for your men. So,
Yeah.
No, again, thank you so much. It's so much appreciated. Sorry we have to be on this bad time.
No, I get it. Every organization runs around with its head cut off. Someone shows up a few days ago. You show up now. It's crossed wires. I get it.
Yep. So
yeah.
So do we want to ask who showed up before us?
Well, with Human, you know that he thinks that you're working for that you would already know. So asking about that would probably
be slightly
it would damage
It would be
your
a downgrade, I understand.
or just suspicious. So more eyes on us. So.
But if this person was here, you would also know that this person had to use the services of the space, like the radio or like talk to people. And those people are still here. It's only a couple days ago. So, yeah.
So what's our next lead? Jackson?
Well, I have a couple here. So because we can go to Jackson as well. We also have Sergeant Asaldo, who was
the Salvo's the specialist.
The specialist. So,
Sergeant Jackson.
Sergeant Jackson.
We
So
can
the specialist.
the tent or whatever is remaining.
You can split up. Like this is like as safe as the place you're trying to get in Vietnam. Like there's no attack imminent as far as anyone knows. Obviously there could always be sneak attack, but like everyone's just walking around. You could just go around and talk to people. Yeah. So you could like split up. That would probably be faster. Like somebody with criminology would probably be good at the photography tent,
Which I do not have.
Yeah. But talking to people is something else you could do. There's also, you're a doctor. There's probably a medical officer on the base who may have examined Lewis's
Yes,
body.
I'll definitely go check with him.
Okay. Yeah, you find that. You ask the captain. He tells you it's Dr. Andrew Smith. He's a medical examiner. Not examiner, officer. So, yeah, if you want to split up, that would probably cover more ground quickly. Yeah. So, all right. So, Dr. V is going towards Dr. Andrew Smith. Gina.
Gina will go ahead and check out the tent.
Okay.
And then see if we can find.
Okay. Well, you're going to the tent first. Yeah. So let's see here. Stan, what do you want?
I'm trying to reply to a student.
Okay. So he's immersed in the paperwork. We'll get talking to the captains more. Yep. David, what about you?
Tell me what I need to know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Right? You say you're going to go talk to Jackson?
Yeah, after I go to the tent. So.
Well, you could do that.
Yeah, if you want to do that instead. So.
All right, okay. I'll go speak to Jackson. Okay.
All right, so yeah, there's the sergeant, but there's also the lieutenant, so you can talk to either one. So,
name Jackson?
No, our lieutenant is
Gus Van Ryn. Yeah,
or Ryn, sorry.
Yeah, RYN. Yeah, you tell me. Yeah. So the lieutenant who was in charge of the attack, or the sergeant who was actually in charge.
Yeah.
Who do you want to talk to?
The sergeant. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to sergeant.
I know lower to the ground they're more truthful and it's harder.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, so you're going to Dr. Andrew Smith. There, Dr. V. So yeah, you go to the medical tent. It smells of blood and antiseptic. So Dr. Smith there is probably doing about as well as anybody does here. Again, overworked, but otherwise maybe a little twitchy, a little nervous. But yeah. He says yes.
Yes, we're here on official business, looking into the incident that happened a few days ago.
Yeah. Officially, it's an accident, but it's not going to be put on any record, right?
Like, speak freely.
He shot himself in the eye.
That is not normally how one does that.
Do you have pharmacy?
Yes, I do.
You want to make a 1-point pharmacy spend?
I will.
You notice multiple bottles of antihistamine eye drops on the doctor's back table. Which strikes you as odd.
Like allergies, extreme.
Yeah, maybe that actually. There have been a lot of reports of eye irritation lately. I'm thinking maybe there's some tunnels that trigger some sort of allergic reaction. Maybe that's why the VC were out of the tunnels too, from what I've heard. Obviously I wasn't there, but right. Yeah, he definitely.
So he shot himself in the eye.
Yeah. They shipped his body back to Da Nang yesterday, I think.
Was he showing signs of undue stress prior to that?
I think so. I think everybody who went in those tunnels has not been, like I said, the eye irritation. There's been some nervousness. I don't know.
Difficulty sleeping?
Yeah. I don't know. Something's not right in those tunnels. Some sort of new chemical agent, perhaps?
Well, we'll find out if that's true.
Okay. So meanwhile, you're at the photography tent. Yeah, criminology. Do you have demolitions?
Let's see. I don't think I have that. Let me see. No demolitions.
Okay, well, criminology is enough to know this is arson.
Okay.
Yeah. The way it's burned and, It's just a very clear cut case of arson. Do you have photography?
I do not, but I do have other. Would tradecraft be okay right now? Because honestly, looking at situations where I was with other agents and finding things about things that were deliberately burned to cover things up. So.
Well, I mean, I'll say with criminology and tradecraft, you could tell this is like a deliberate thing to trash this entire place. Lenses were smashed, like broken, not like burned to a crisp. Like if you expose glass to fire, it's differently than if you hit it with a rock or something. So this is somebody systematically destroying everything. There is. So that is clear case. But meanwhile, you're talking to Sergeant Porter Jackson. So he tells you pretty similar to what the captain told you, but it's like, those VC, I've never seen them that easy to run. Like, honestly, it's like they were glad to be out of there. That sounds weird, right?
Did you hear anything weird? Were there any sounds that you don't normally hear? I know the jungle's a loud place, but
none of those. It was quiet.
Quieter than normal?
Yeah, it's different down there. We only found the tunnel in the first place because one of them was running out of a hole in the ground right in front of us. Like he was trying to get out of the tunnel already. We never would have found it otherwise. You have human, right? So he's holding back something. Do you have any social skills to help? Like reassurance would be good.
Let me see here.
Intimidate.
I think I have streetwise. I have 1 point of reassurance.
All right,
I'll blow it on him.
All right. You swear that it's not gonna. Where he's like, well, look, you're. I don't know who you are, man, but like, I know you're not gonna. This is not gonna get my.
I'm not here to ruin your life. No.
Good. Tunnels were filled with dead VC when we went in there. They're already dead when we got there, and they were fucking weird, man. Like there was like weeds growing out of them. Like I've never seen anything like it. And there's this glowing piece of metal in the tunnel. It looked, I guess, kind of like a lamp, but I didn't see a power source. It wasn't plugged into anything.
What color did it glow?
Like white.
Just white.
What?
Like a light.
No. What? No, it was green. No. Yellow. What is that color? I can't. Yeah, he's not thinking really great about this. This is not.
I redirect his thought from the light.
Oh yeah. So Jackson, we took it to keep the VC from coming back for it. I thought it was important.
You took it?
Yeah.
Here in the base?
Lewis took it to his tent to photograph it. And along there, we found some radio code books and some other things. We were going to collapse the tunnels, but the lieutenant got spooked, and so we had to bail before we could set up charges. And then yesterday, this fucking Air Force rear echelon motherfucker showed up and asked. He's kind of like you. You're not Air Force, are you? Yeah. And he took it. He took the lamp.
He took the lamp.
Yeah.
We're calling it the lamp?
Yeah. He didn't take the camera, though.
Did not take the camera.
Yeah, Lewis's camera. Do you want it?
Well, yes, actually, please.
Okay. And he goes back and pulls it out of his footlocker and hands you a camera with it looks intact. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that you are not responsible for this camera disappearing, okay?
Well, nobody knows about it except you and me now.
Okay.
If you have, do you have military science or agency?
Yeah, I got 1 point in military science.
Yeah. For free, you know that there's no way in Air Force anyone is going to pull rank on a Marine captain to do anything. Unless somebody could make a call to go up the chain and tell the Marine captain to behave. So this Air Force guy is your Majestic operative. Someone is very well connected. So I think but meanwhile, Stan, you could talk to DeSalvo or that's probably that's the only lead that hasn't been touched yet.
That's his friend, right?
Yes, his friend who knew him well. He was a sapper who entered the tunnels with Sergeant Jackson. Tunnels are really weird. I think the VC dug into and found a cavern below and opened up into it. So there's some stone tools on the ground and stuff like that. So cavemen live there. I don't know.
No shit.
Yeah, the glowing metal came from a different section of the tunnels, farther back. I don't know. It didn't. Was it metal or ore, man? I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. But Lewis, do you have a reassurance?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, Lewis is, man, it was weird. You have human? Yeah, he's not wanting to talk ill of the dead.
All right. Look, man, I've been there. I've seen some shit too. Mm-hmm. You know, from a cigarette.
You could, I would say you
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Could I have like a flask or something? You know,
A 2-point preparedness spin, you could do that and win him over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, for 2 points on preparedness spin.
Well,
So this is
like high
this
end.
is my problem with it.
Yeah. You don't have to though, or you get to tell your team and have someone else go work them over. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to do like cop talk, maybe like just wouldn't.
They would work with an officer, but not like an enlisted guy.
Well, I got cop talk. I got streetwise. I got inspiration.
Inspiration would work.
Yeah, I was thinking like inspiration. Like,
Yeah.
Could I like, let's
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some drink for the dead, man.
Yeah.
You know,
There you go.
and try to just, I lost some guys, you lost some guys. Like let's talk and try to just,
So
ease them into it.
yeah, it takes you a while, but you talk about it, and with the flask helping to loosen his lips. Yeah, man, everyone started coming unglued after we got out of the tunnels. Like, it's been getting bad. It's getting worse around here. Like,
Well, fuck, man. What are you gonna do? What's the point?
Like, Lewis was talking about light snakes coming in through the cracks in time, and you can't look away from it. So I thought Lewis I don't know. Lewis is cracking.
Like snakes? Like
Snakes made of light.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Cracks in time. I don't know what the fuck he was smoking. I didn't think he was into that shit.
Man,
He had a wife.
Reefer,
He had a
reefer madness.
He was talking about his art shit, doing shows in New York and shit. He was wanting to become a big photographer guy when he got back to the world. So, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So, yeah, you all meet back and share information, painting a picture of the Firebase and the artifact, which was taken back to the base you were just at, Da Nang. There's also that prisoner too. The fucking, he was here I wish the Air Force guy shot him.
Prisoner.
Yeah. We got one BC guy that we.
You said they were all dead. Oh, that was someone else.
Yeah, well, they were inside the tunnels. But someone running out, we caught and captured him. But like yesterday, this motherfucker comes in and just shoots him. Took the interrogation tapes too, I think. You have to talk to.
Just straight up walks in there and shoots him. No talking to him. Nothing. Just.
Yeah, I mean, Raleigh had already tried to interrogate the guy, and yeah, I don't know. You have to talk to Raleigh about that. He's our translator.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, you get that information too.
Okay. Cool.
All right. What do you want to do next?
We can go talk to Raleigh.
Okay. Yeah.
And we can see that. Since we have the camera, though, figuring out any way to make it's like, is there completed film still in there? Did we actually confirm?
You haven't looked or touched the camera yet. You're holding the camera, but you haven't really investigated it. Does anybody have photography? Okay.
All right, hand it over to
Stan.
Yes.
Yeah.
The man.
Okay. You don't have to spin yet.
Rewind the film and see.
There is no film in it, but do you want to examine it in detail?
Yes.
Okay. So you look through the eyepiece. At first, it looks like there's a scratch or divot on the lens. But as you move the camera,
Sanity.
the scratch stays on the place you first saw it and seems to stretch or grow from there to the place it would appear as if it were an actual flaw in the lens. Go ahead and give me a stability check. Difficulty
awesome.
5, and you will lose 3 if you fail.
Where the heck is stability at?
So right under, it's one of the big number column things.
Yeah. Like, what would make stability be? Just
It's whatever is circled you. Yeah. You roll D6. You can spend stability to give you.
circled. There's something underlined.
It should be in one of
It's
your
like
general.
bold. It's like bold. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's also listed on your general abilities, I think.
Oh, I think it's underlined.
Yeah, it's bold and underlined, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
So what is your current stability at?
7, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So, do I spend one? How can I?
You can make it for free. You just need a 5 or a 6. If you spend it, it'll give you lose that stability, but then you get a bonus to your roll.
Oh, okay.
And
Can I spend a bond or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I got 3. I failed.
Okay. You lose 3.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Some unnatural bullshit.
Yeah. 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 Anybody with human can tell that Stan is visibly disturbed by looking through the lens.
You okay?
I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
I need to body myself. No, I'm kidding.
Does it here physically change?
Yeah, can I talk?
Yeah, you can talk. It's just like seeing something that is impossible. Like you look through the lens and the scratch does not move.
Okay, well,
It stays like you move the camera, the scratch stays in the same place. Like it's a fixed in space time, and then it seems to stretch or grow from there to the place it would appear as if it was actual flaw. So it's like it's not moving like if you think of it like a scratch on an actual lens, and you're looking through it, it would stay. If you move the lens, the scratch moves, right?
Yeah.
The scratch doesn't move with the lens. It kind of like lags for a bit and then stretches over to where it should be.
Yeah, so I'm
Kinda
just
like
basically
gravitational-
staring through it, and then I'm kind of frozen as I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
So kind of like gravitational lensing.
Yeah.
Black holes are fun too.
So yeah, it's something you cannot possibly explain.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
Then we probably should go ahead and bag that to make sure it's
Sure.
not.
Yeah, you have bags. You can put it under wraps, put it in a case.
Nothing's on there, but I'm assuming
It's like a 35 millimeter film camera, like one of those little sturdy things that would be used in a war zone.
Yeah, but I assume right now our Air Force friend has taken
That's what you were told.
that as well.
Strange that Mr. Majestic would miss the camera.
Well, if they're assuming right now if the film's out of there, then there's no other evidence what would be concern right now of an empty camera.
He may have assumed the camera was destroyed in the fire.
That's true.
Yeah, remember.
But we're making a lot of assumptions here.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Raleigh.
Sure,
So,
that's pretty easy to find. He's the interrogator. He speaks Vietnamese. Yeah, he's happy to talk to you, Gina. Especially, he's like, the guy just kind of babbled about killing them and the light everywhere, something growing in a cave. It was weird, man. Like there's nothing like we could use to, like where are your positions?
Yeah.
But like something growing in the cave, like I guess he could suffocating, lack of air, I don't know, drugs, gas, something.
did it seem like he was on any type of...
Oh, and that motherfucker Brent Moorman, Moorman, that motherfucker just shot him. Guy was harmless. He was cracked. He was done fighting.
Oh, the
Air Force guy. Yeah.
Now we have a name.
He also took the fucking recordings of the interrogation too.
And
So-
the lantern.
that I'm assuming there's no backups or...
This
No.
is forward Firebase.
Yeah. I'm lucky to actually have a working recorder.
I know it's probably simple on there, just asking to be thorough. I apologize. So,
He's okay.
but like, how did he get away with at least doing that? I know we're obviously at war, but that seems to violate some
Captain-
some Geneva Convention.
I ran and told the captain. Captain said, "Just bury the prisoner. Forget about it. Whoever that guy is, he's got juice that the captain didn't want to touch.
Hey, where'd you bury him?
Out in the pit. I don't know exactly where. Yeah,
So
buried
pit
with.
full of bodies.
Yeah.
Lots of, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else odd about what he was saying too? Just, something that was like maybe physically off from him for being in the tunnels that long, or just...
I don't know, man. I wasn't paying it. It was just hard to understand. Like I was just focusing on getting the words down. And it was hard.
Do you have a transcription of what you were...
No, I didn't have time. Like I interrogated him. The guy showed up the next day before I had time to go back over the tapes. Like I didn't understand everything he was saying. So
And Brent Morrison's left, right? Like, he's gone.
Brent's the Air Force guy.
Yeah.
So
When did he leave? Like, what was
yesterday.
Yesterday.
He came and showed up, grabbed the tapes, killed
It was, yeah.
grabbed the tapes, grabbed the artifact, killed the prisoner, left.
Any idea where?
Oh, he went to the radio tent.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to talk to Wimmer for that. He's our radio head,
Okay.
radio
Yeah, on
operator.
there too. So no, again, thank you again for the service and
Hey, you want to look through this camera?
Let me just read the book aloud to everybody. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Don't be damned.
Yeah, the radio guy also hates this guy. He called Kirtland Air Force Base. I had to get that on the horn for him. Then he identified as Captain Brent Moorman, U.S. Air Force, second into the Atomic Energy Commission. See, I got a signature here and everything. Then he ordered me out of the tent. Does anybody have reassurance? or something to get him to reveal more information?
I spent my last point of reinsurance.
All right. Well, actually, Dr. V. Mm-hmm. All right. So how you gonna? You can kind of tell he's sensing a little more. He's got didn't like Brent. So yeah.
All right. Look. All right. Look. Come on. With that air base, we all know who he was talking to.
Well.
And we all know what those sons of bitches do all the time.
Yeah.
But that's not us.
So
This is someone who's very tired of their shit. Maybe not like this.
here's what I saw. He ordered me out of the tent, but he called the captain to the tent. Then made the captain listen to the radio on headphones. The captain did not like what he was hearing, I'll tell you that much. Next thing we know, Mormon's given the orders, shoots the VC prisoner, takes the lamp and Lewis's body and the tapes back to Da Nang with him.
I'm loving this.
And
this guy, then this guy.
I did hear him say Tangent Pluto. I don't know, fuck that. I guess it's some code name or something.
Okay. Would I, since I have agency on CIA, would I possibly be able to get any information on that, or is this?
I say your knowledge of the CIA indicates that is not how the CIA uses code names
Okay.
Or code phrases. That is probably majestic.
Okay.
So that is a majestic code word.
Okay.
You would anybody with tradecraft would probably indicate that sort of like a clear once code, something to indicate like, hey, I'm on your side kind of thing.
I don't have tradecraft.
I do
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right. So at least we have a potential in right now that can get us a little bit further once we're on, if we decide to wander over to Kirkwood, so.
Well, that's in America.
Oh, is it? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're Brent would go back to Da Nang. That's the only way back to the world. So yeah,
Tangent Pluto's a little bit on the nose. God of the underworld, tunnels.
And there's some of these motherfuckers, that's like we're simple.
Yeah. So what do you want to do
I was
next?
thinking that, but I was also trying to figure out the Disney connection. But yeah,
Too soon.
That's like, so mainly we need to do that in there. I wonder if we can talk to the captain at least, because if he heard and seeing if.
I mean, he's not, anybody with the military side. He's not going to reveal what he heard. Like that would be something he would be sworn to secrecy on.
Probably on.
Also, he thinks you're working for the same. You're
organization.
yeah. He thinks you're majestic, just like Brent. So.
Well, at least on there. So, but maybe we can at least use the resources to get around to where he was going. So,
Well, you know where Brent went.
yeah.
Yeah. So back to Da Nang. You can easily go back there if you want.
Okay. Just trying to find the information there. So, what else? The question is right now, what else can we get here?
We
So,
exhausted this place. Yeah,
through all
That
the
is something. The challenge of Gumshoe is interpreting the information you have. So like, yeah,
huddle team.
yeah.
Because at least the stuff right now, because we know at least a glowing lamp.
Which Brent's got.
Yeah, which is producing some sort of light that no one can identify the colors from. So, for those at home right now,
What? Why would you flip me off?
Ross didn't write. Hey, Ross didn't write this.
It's in a book, man. Like he didn't write that
Shut
book.
up.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like he would have said, "Buy my book," you know. Like,
Yay.
yeah, he would have plugged it.
but yeah,
Look, I didn't write this adventure. This is Ken Hyde. Blame Ken Hyde for this.
Done.
All right.
but yeah, obviously, us like talked about what was happening with Brent right now. Shot himself with the eye.
Well, that was Lewis.
Or sorry, Lewis. Sorry, with that was like, and then we already have the name off for it as well. So at least tracking him to wherever he went and potentially using our codes to sneak in off to the hat. We just need to know who to talk to, and that is the thing. And what else at least we can pull from this area, because I'm not sure there's anything else too. The tunnels themselves are completely inaccessible at this point, correct?
Why would you think that?
Oh, so
If you want to go in the tunnels, you certainly. Those of you with military science, like it's been secured. They're 18 clicks to the northwest. But
actually, to the questions we asked, because they said they found stone tools in there.
yeah,
Were those disturbed or taken away?
nobody mentioned anything about having them. They're probably left there.
As much as I don't want to, this might
Let's
be well
do
worth
it.
looking in there.
Okay, yeah.
That stability. Join me in my insanity.
Yeah, you can go to the tunnels. You can tell the captain that you have to go to the tunnels.
Okay,
and
I'll at least get an escort there. And
you have to take a helicopter there.
Okay.
That's the only way that's reasonable, practical. Like, you're not marching 18 kilometers one way and then 18 kilometers back.
Yeah.
Like, you are not infantrymen. But yeah, you got here late morning. It's now mid-afternoon. You have time to get there quickly Or if you want to have more, like how much, he says, how much time do you need? Because if you need more than an hour down there, you have to wait till tomorrow morning. Because like, I'm not going to keep I don't know your backgrounds. I'm not going to have you outside of this Firebase at night.
That's fair. But we at least need a preliminary explanation before anything else happens. I know it's secured, but there could be a collapse or anything. How this is built. So let's...
All right, yeah, I give you an.
We got too much of a head start if we give them another day.
Yeah,
it would be good to just. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, investigate this and see as much as we can.
Yeah, as far as you know, Brent did not go to the tunnels.
Okay.
So yeah. There's a Huey on standby. You jump into that. All of you. How do you feel being in helicopters, like riding in those? Your character is fine with that, or is it a little?
I was on a boat, so
yeah. All right.
Gina's sleeping. He's in the back.
No, you have to hold on. This is like an open door, Huey. I mean, I guess you can slide the doors, but it
strap onto the one that I'm just leaning back.
It's like a half-hour ride.
So what are you like? I want all the straps.
No, it's like the one you would sling off to the side and then just lean back.
What about you, David?
Oh, I mean, I've read about them, I've seen them, obviously, but this is probably going to be the first time I've actually sat down in one. I believe.
No, you already had to take one to get here. Okay. Now you're going basically the thing you've been reading you've seen on the news and reading the news. You're now flying over the jungles of Vietnam. Like, who knows what's down there? Like,
Walter Cronkite.
Yeah. No,
rotten with them.
Yeah,
I know. There's some shit in there.
Yeah, Stan, how are you feeling? All right,
just going back into the shit.
Yep, but yeah, literally. So
I'm basically the waters in Korea were dangerous. So's this.
So it's easy to tell when you're getting close to the tunnels because it is a tumbled moonscape blasted out of the jungle canopy. There is no living thing in 100 meters around the entrance of these tunnels. It is gray, lifeless.
Some napalm happened here.
Napalm, heavy, lots of cratering, lots of high explosives as well. Like, just, you can't imagine anything being alive down there. It is so, everything's been just drained out of it. And yeah, just entirely blasted. But there are these 3 orange flags fluttering on metal spikes marking the entrances. So yeah, there is the pilot, and I'll say actually DeSalvo and Sergeant Jackson are there with you to accompany you there.
How do they feel? How do they look in coming back to this site?
Not great. They're not happy about this, but they follow orders. And they're watching you for it pretty intently. So yeah. First sign of trouble, we see Sergeant Jackson is very much if I say we go, we go. So yeah, this is just look and we get out. Yeah, the tunnels are. I hand you all little flashlights, and as you approach them, the tunnels are narrow. That much you can see. They're like 3 feet wide and low. You'll have to crawl in places, and there is So you're watching around, and you're all getting. Who's going to be first to go in a tunnel? Or are you going to the Sergeant Jackson and Specialist DeSalvo are not super eager to go first. They point at the tunnels and they kind of look at you for. So
they can hang back.
Okay.
Gina will be first. So
all right. What is your?
I was just going to roll.
No, Gina. Do you want to spend any points on a sense trouble check?
Yes. So let's go ahead and do that and see where so I hate doing it this high right now, but I have a bad feeling, so we're going to spend at least 2 points on sense trouble.
So I get to roll, and then I'll tell you what the result is.
Yay!
I said you spent 2. You notice sharpened bamboo sticking up from the side. If you go down this pit, it will be bad for your health.
Yeah.
And they kind of say, they whistle. It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, let's go to the other one that's a little farther away, but that's the one we used.
Yeah, a little less trapped down here,
yeah. So you go to a different one, and you don't see any pit traps. But yeah, give me a stability check for everyone for violence.
What if I'm maxed out on violence here?
You don't have to make a check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's no big deal.
Yeah, because the smell of rotting bodies and the piles of the dead are not something you want to. Yeah, so it's a stability check.
Roll,
Difficulty 3.
Did not make that.
Okay.
4.
All right. If you fail, it is a difficulty 3. 2 points of stability.
Jesus.
I took 3.
Well, yeah, because you it was unnatural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm a surgeon. I've smelled dead before.
Yeah.
That's how I figure it.
Gina holding it, that's like hand to the mouth right now, putting a handkerchief over it, just trying not to vomit.
Yeah, it's not great. There are a lot of dead bodies. Who has forensics? Does anybody want to examine?
I have one in forensics.
All right.
I was like, come on, dog.
Do I need to spend, or am I just looking at him?
You get some information for free.
Okay.
They killed each other and themselves. Some were bit or tore at each other's eyes. The bodies were riddled with bullets. Well, you can't tell exactly with what, but you can tell. Yeah.
They were probably exposed to something. And,
Yeah, so you can gain more information if you
Make a spend?
make a spend.
I'll make a spend.
The bodies were riddled post-mortem with M16 gunfire from the Marines.
Post-mortem.
Yeah. Implying that the bodies were moving when encountered. Yeah.
Bodies don't normally do that.
Yeah.
That's some fucked up rigor mortis there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it is the smell's utterly horrific in the tunnels. But Stan, off in the distance in the tunnels, you can see light glittering in... Actually, no, it's in the eyes of the corpses. You can see light glittering in their eyes, like polished metal.
Do these bodies also have like plants and vines coming out of them? Like the ones in the tunnel as described?
Well, these are the tunnels, yeah. You don't see anything like that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with their eyes...
Now, if you want to get...
I'm saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Like I'm transfixed by it.
Pointing it out to the rest of us, thanks.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'm just the one seeing it because I'm the only one that looked at the camera.
Let's see. Sorry.
Hey, look at this thing, guys. Do you see the crazy? Okay. Maybe it's just me.
Actually, I forgot about because I do have this.
Yeah.
But I do have a point in unnatural.
Yeah.
So,
There's nothing... Yeah, well, you didn't look through the camera.
but I'm looking at their eyes, though.
You don't see anything in their eyes.
You don't? Oh.
Only Stan does.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so, yeah, with one unnatural, I would say for 0 points, you can tell that, like, you remember that Stan looked through the camera and looked disturbed after he looked through the camera, and now he's seeing something that you don't see. Now, you were told that the tunnels go further into a cavern that they dug into, but you don't have much time. If you want to crawl past these bodies and get to that section, that'll be like an athletics check to get there.
Done.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
all right. What do we need to make on that?
That is going to be difficulty 4.
Before?
I'll say this is also a thing you can all spend on. If one person rolls and then everyone else spends 1 point of athletics, then everybody succeeds.
Okay.
So only one person has to succeed to lead the effort.
I'm spending 1. I had a 9 in athletics. I could spend 2.
I'll spend
if I
1.
need to.
I'll spend 1.
Okay.
I got a 6, so I got 7.
Plus one of mine from me.
Okay. So, yeah, you succeed. You get there. So you all made your athletics check to get through, navigate these hellish tunnels in a quickly and efficient manner to get to the lower section. And there is a cavern, and you find crude stone tools. Does anybody have archaeology?
I do.
Oh. Well,
Aren't you just useful to have around?
yeah. The Hobarthian culture existed in Vietnam before 10,000 BC. They moved into caves around 8,000 BC for unknown reasons and then vanished. Hoabnhan. Hobarthian.
Yeah.
And anyways, those are definitely, they look like they're tools. It would fit. And also, you see on the wall petroglyphic art. It basically, carved into the stone of the cavern. Shows men fleeing fish, but they have legs and arms uphill towards caves. The central cave icon has 2 interlocking glyphs in it, still showing flecks of what looks like glittering mica. Do you have anthropology as well?
I do.
I
Are
do
those
too.
full point spends on both of those? Or?
No, this is free. This is a core clue. This is optional. Anyways, the anthropology indicates that these interlocking glyphs might represent the boundary of the world or the interpretation of the seen and unseen worlds. On a 1 point spend, you can gain more information.
Absolutely.
How much do you have?
Such symbolism
Oh, so
acts
I've got 2.
as a cultural reassurance that the unknown can be bounded and sealed off. On the far wall, you can see a weird patterned striation and reflective patches. Does anybody have chemistry?
I do.
You might be metallic ore, but it seems more dendritic, like solidified flow of liquid metal through rock cracks. A deep niche in the wall cave centers the pattern. I'm like, yeah. So, like, something would fit in there.
Probably, maybe a lamp.
You, however, do not see any pattern on the wall, Stan.
Okay.
Yeah. By that, you get that surveyation, you kind of figure this out, and then you realize, you look at your watch, you need to hustle back to the surface if you want to not walk home, walk back to the base.
Let's schnell out of here.
Yeah. So you get back to the base at dusk, and they don't really have bunks for you here. This is forward operating base. You can stay here if you want, but what do you want to do?
Want to head back to Da Nang tonight?
I mean, how safe is it over on a night flight? So is the question.
You're way behind your own lines.
Okay, so it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah,
You're heading back to like the central.
I don't think there's anything else we can get here from this. So, and the information we have, and we really need to start tracking down
I
Mormon.
didn't see shit in the cave, so,
We
whatever.
ain't seen shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just writing everything else down too. I mean, I wish I could have gotten like some rubbings on there possibly of this, but
You spent the point. I said you could made it quickly.
just a quick and dirty one of a section. So yeah, okay. At least we're the lamp indication.
So Da Nang
Do I
is
see the rubbings?
yeah. You can see the rubbings.
Okay.
They
Where
look
the fuck did those come from?
that was in the cave, the cavern wall. That's what the natives had made on there with the stone tools or
the people from 8,000 years ago.
That's
Yeah.
not the Vietnamese. No.
Yeah.
There were things on... What?
Maybe you need to have your eyes checked. So that's
So Da Nang is a port
let
city.
me check your eyes.
It also hosts an enormous air base, the logistical
spreads.
center for all of the
Here,
First
rub my
Corps,
eyes against yours.
and one of the main staging areas for the U.S. presence in Vietnam. They're near the runways. There are long lines of cargo warehouses holding military equipment, personal effects, and yes, the service members returning home to be buried. There are thousands and thousands of people here at any given instant, working day and night. And so your helo is one of many landing, returning from this, and there's just, nobody's paying attention to you. You look like you belong. But yeah, let's see here. Does anybody have Army or U.S. military, Marine Corps background, agency? Or
We've got Army.
Army, yeah. So you have lots of options if you want to figure out where to go to figure out what Brent did with the artifact and where he went. There's the bachelor's office quarters. There's the transient officer billeting, and the mayor's cell and the administrative offices generally. So you can sort of look around. Yeah. Obviously, probably Corporal Lewis's body's here if you want to investigate it, if you think that would help. But then
I think you should do that.
yeah, you would need to. What did Brent do with the thing is the major question, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, forensics. Like, check it out.
I spent my 1 point in forensics.
yeah, I mean, you still get core clues by looking at it, but like, you don't know if there would be anything beyond, he shot himself in the eye. So, yeah. So, yeah, you could just this is a more generalized open thing, but you're in a massive military facility. You have lots of skills. You're a group of needles trying to find another needle in a big haystack. So,
and you said there was like the mayor's
office.
Mayor's office,
mayor's cell in the
mayor's
admission,
cell.
Bachelor's something.
Bachelor officers' quarters, BOQ, transient officer building, and the administrative offices area. So this is more open ended in terms of like where to go and what to do. You can just make point spins, and I can kind of narrate what that would be like in terms of your approach. But yeah, you look like you would belong in those areas. You look like rear echelon motherfuckers. REMFs, REMS. I don't know how they pronounced it. But yeah. But he had to leave some kind of paper trail.
Some lease on there as well. I definitely think we should look around the Officers Club, although honestly, I would rather at least one of you be around with me, because unfortunately, I know this is out of character right now, but being at the time and also being a woman who does, it's like Vietnamese right now, they're probably going to discount me on their base, so.
Well, Chris as well, I'll go with you.
So you're in Da Nang, and you're trying to find Brent Mormon and the artifact, the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ray and I are going to go to the, officers' lounge?
Yeah, so
Okay, yeah.
at least start kind of going with information, too, because you have your Army background. Honestly, if you can corner
And
somebody...
maybe I'll see some shit that you won't, yeah.
Well, that's absolutely true right now, and I can potentially look and see, if we get somebody cornered right now, I have enough at least CIA knowledge where we can scare them potentially, so.
Okay. All right, so you go to the administrative section, you go to, lounge, so what's your approach? There are a lot of officers there, a lot of people. It's pretty easy to ask around and get a sense of this place. This is not the first time you've all been at a military base in these areas, so you know how to operate there. And I would say this was a Marine Corps base, so it would be Marine Corps people who would transport Brent back and forth, so you can recognize Marine Corps officers. And you can recognize them by like what they do, by their, So you could, so what's your approach? Like in terms of,
just following.
Gina?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's like inspiration, and we haven't invested enough to gain anything back halfway. So
No, if you have a motivation that would apply that would work, you could also spend an investigative ability if you want to refresh up a general ability. If it makes sense, like I said, pharmacy to get uppers would make sense. But like
actually, and patriotism is something because she does very much believe in the American dream and whatnot. And of course, if something's threatening that can actually be turned. And if she when gathering information, so going with
Stan the man,
going with Stan. She could be, smoozing along with it as well, talking to Marines, and also doing a favorite activity of shit-talking the Air Force.
Okay,
So
what interpersonal ability do you have that would help with that?
I would say inspiration. So since I guess that there's no reassurance on here. So.
Some characters have reassurance.
Or or inspiration or reassurance.
Flattery would work too if you had that.
Unfortunately, don't have that.
Inspiration works. So
I want to use it.
Actually, Cop Talk would work in this. Actually, no, Cop Talk would work. So we find out from a helpful, officer in charge of the helicopters. He was very annoyed by Brent's attitude. And you mentioned, that Brent is working for the Atomic Energy Commission. It's like, what the fuck are they doing here? This doesn't make any sense. Is he bringing radioactive shit here? I'm really, and you kind of insinuate that you're trying to, this is a rogue operation you're trying to shut down, and no one needs irradiated Marines. Jesus, yes.
Yeah, no, like I said, that's like nobody wants to.
This isn't the 50s anymore.
Yeah, we're not firing nukes on this thing. We just want to settle this. So
so you find out that he's not. He went out on another mission. Mormon just left Da Nang. He doesn't know exactly where, but he brought back with him a crate from Firebase Jonas, and he put that in a warehouse here. And it's going to be shipped tomorrow night.
Do we know where that is?
No, this is where Cop Talk can come in, because he doesn't know where, because he's in charge of the helicopters, not the MP, the military police, the people who guard the warehouses. So you could approach, I'll say, someone give me a name of MP officer, like a last name. Simmons, Lieutenant Simmons. So Stan, you find Lieutenant Simmons working for the MPs. You can kind of find out where this Atomic Energy Commission crate is being stored. Or, look or I don't know, what's your approach? Simmons would have the information, and Cop Talk would let you get it, but like, how does this look?
Well, I'm thinking like just trying to play up he's trying to war profiteer with this. Like, he's trying to get this material, and keep it off the books, try to hide it as something else, which is like how this is, how to investigate and that kind of thing. So, so I'm just going to approach Simmons and be like, Lieutenant Simmons.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, there
was a crate brought in that from this. I'm just gonna fake like looking at some notes.
So he's a Marine Corps MP lieutenant. Like, he worked for the Marine Corps. Not work, but a member of it. It's really fucking weird. You mentioned this because it's given orders that Warehouse 237 is going to be guarded by the Air Force tonight. And so they got their people out at this warehouse. So I guess Brent here has his own people this thing. Yeah. So I can't get you in because my people aren't guarding it. But that's the warehouse.
I kind of look at where he's standing right now, just kind of nod for a second too, and whisper, we may already at least have an in on that from the code phrase that we have. So not like if these guards are that's like also working for our Air Force buddies.
Well, we got their code? I thought we just had our code.
No, Tangent Pluto. The phrase
right.
that phrase that was given. That's like M12.
Yep.
So you know it's Warehouse 237 now. And let's see here. But your friend Lieutenant Simmons isn't going to let you get in. I mean, he can point you in the right direction. I'll say you did spin a point. He does say that place also has a closed circuit camera. So
did spin this point? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, I guess I should have asked if you wanted to spend it. But,
I thought this was all free at first. I was like, oh, wow, I'm getting a lot.
Warehouse 237 is free, but, like, the circuit camera will cost you. But, like, since I already told you, you now know that there's a closed circuit camera watching it. So,
Okay.
so yeah, you got to get in that warehouse. That's where the lamp is. But it's a big warehouse, so you know.
Can I use Cop Talk to find out where the camera's being controlled from?
That you can find out where it is. Yeah.
Okay, I spend 1 point of Cop Talk.
No, I'll just say you can get it.
Are you with this?
I mean, you can come back and talk to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do the other things, too.
By knocking things out of order, I apologize.
No. There's not as much splitting up here because, like, it's
huge.
It would be easy to get lost and hard to find each other again at the dang. It's so fucking big. So you can find out where it is. It is in a little guard shack that is Air Force controlled. So, like, it's a hardened location.
Okay. Well,
so,
what did I expect?
yeah, do you have stealth?
I do.
Okay.
Anybody got better stealth?
Stealth or
6?
mechanics?
I got a 5.
I stealth is a 6 as well.
So with stealth,
I have mechanics.
in general, it would probably be better to deal with the camera itself than trying to deal with the guard shack where it's being held. In stealth,
Okay, so we're more concerned about disabling the camera than using it to look inside.
No, it's outside the warehouse.
I understand. Okay, I thought it was within.
Yeah, it's trying to get past.
Never
it. That
mind.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
So, the thing is inside the warehouse in a crate somewhere. So, if you have stealth trained, there are ways to deal with cameras. One is disabling it. One is to loop it. Looping it would require mechanics. Also, it's high. Let's see here. It is high up on a, near, top of a building. So you have to climb.
And I put it in front of the...
Well, the fact that you could try that, but that the fact that there's no motion, it's a base where people are walking around all the time, including the guards.
That was a joke.
All right.
It's like the
that's a
lamest
highly
thing.
crispy recipe. So
Yeah. So you could just ignore now that you know where it is, or I'll say you could spot it from a distance. It's a big ass camera. This is the 60s. They're not small cameras.
You got a silenced pistol. Shoot that thing.
They're not perfect.
that might also be that might
That would definitely be a
suspicious.
precision roll. That'd be like difficulty 6.
And also that might be really suspicious too.
Who's got good?
If someone notices
who's got
it,
good
yeah.
mechanics?
Yeah, just go
I
into
got
stealth.
3.
It's like
I have
thief.
2. Well, we could work together on that as well. As that's like for
Actually, I'd say if somebody made a mechanics check, you would know where to shoot that would not be noticed easily. Like shooting like
I'm
one.
okay, like getting a loop going. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Like, let's not try to be completely
All
honest.
right.
So a loop would involve climbing up the building across from the warehouse 236,
Okay.
and then making a mechanics check. Difficulty 4. So
I got this
Is that
shit.
easier than shooting it?
So athletics to climb up, mechanics
No,
to
I mean,
sabotage.
like it would alert them. Like if it's looped, they wouldn't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
as well.
yeah.
All right, so athletics.
Yeah.
Like unless, of course, like right as we're doing it, a pigeon lands in front of it and then disappears and then reappears.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go with you so I can assist you with the mechanics
That
roll?
is a 6 on athletics.
All right. You climb up to the. You are on top of warehouse 236. You're lying on your
I
belly.
appreciate that, man.
And you're just like the camera is right below you over the lip of the building. Like there's a little gutter, and it's like built right under the gutter. So yeah, now it's a mechanics check.
All right.
Now you could disable it with difficulty 4, or you could looping. It's going to be more difficult. Difficulty 6.
All right, spending 2.
Can I assist him with that one, or
You'd have to climb up there to help.
let's see?
Well, yeah. So
What was the difficulty getting? Up?
4.
4. Okay, I'll go ahead and spend 2,
Okay.
so I can.
Now if you fail this, you'll just fall and take damage.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Keep it on the table. Oh,
That's
hey.
the
fall.
reason. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, since I rolled so well, can I?
You know what? This time, yeah, because you did get a 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Slip but catching.
Yeah. All
Thank
right.
you.
Now you can assist with the mechanics.
Okay, so
I got you.
So one person rolls, but both of you can spend mechanics.
yeah,
on
so
this.
I'll spend a point. So
Okay, so I'll roll.
All right. So you get a +1 from Gina.
And +2 from me.
So you get a +3. So you need a 3 or better.
That's an 8.
All right. It is looped perfectly. You get one loop of them going around the warehouse, the 2 guards.
I should get this in there too. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
like I'm going so technical.
Getting back down is pretty easy. There's some crates on the side of the building that are easier to jump
Probably would have been good.
So now sneaking in, this is also going to be one of the things you can all tag team on. So if everyone spends 1 point of stealth, or 2 if you want to help someone who has no stealth, then only one person has to make the stealth roll.
Okay.
And all of you can spend
Does
to assist
everybody
the
have
roll.
stealth?
So who's leading the effort for the stealth?
I've got the most, I think.
And that's assuming
I
how
have
many
16.
are all of you going in.
By the way, yeah, god damn it. A 1966 CCTV.
Of course, the stealth is the only way. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big, yeah,
if
that's what I was
everyone
thinking.
points
Yeah.
right now, I can put that in there.
Of course,
well,
stealth is
I'm
not
trying
the
to
only
ask
way to
Tom.
get in.
You
You
have
could try and
stealth.
social
You have
your way
stealth.
in. You could
I
disguise
have
yourself.
it at
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody does have stealth.
I think we're all agreed on sneaking.
All right,
Yeah.
Metal Gear this bitch.
Yeah, I'll spend one.
I'll spend 1.
So who is the leader? Who's the one making the
Okay.
Aaron's going to do this one.
So everyone has to make spend 1 point stealth to be in on
We've
it.
done.
Okay. And
So-
then you can spend additional points to help Gina if you want on her roll. Does
Okay,
that
so
make
that's just
sense?
to make that right now, and then
Yeah, you get to spend. You have to spend points just to make. Well, you.
I spend
It's
another
difficult
point to
to.
help Gina.
It's going to be hard. It's a guarded building. It's difficult.
I'll spend my other one too.
okay. So that'll be 2. I'll spend 2, so that gives us a 4.
I spent 2.
Yeah, so you're all piggybacking now.
Well, I think point right now I can't.
We want to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want victory. We want victory.
This is a one shot. We don't need to refresh for a
5, 6,
campaign.
Yeah.
That's 8. So.
All right. You get in easily. You pick the lock without a problem.
Solid snake of shit.
The guard route is very. You know
are solid
these Air Force guys. They don't know. Yeah.
Okay, I find it funny right now. It's like I know that, but I also actually have the most Air Force in my family.
Yeah. Well, they're the ones that. Yeah. That's
Sorry,
why
my
we
fault.
know about Roswell's because the Air Force is guarding it. So.
No, you can't look at this thing. No.
So
Oh, heavens.
it's a 2-story warehouse. Ground floor is lots of crates, weirdly enough, but there are wooden stairs that go up to a 2nd-story office where paperwork would probably be. Yeah, but there's a shitload of crates here, and
paperwork
there are
for
crowbars
the
here.
crates.
Because it's a warehouse, they would have crowbars, but opening a crate with these are nailed shut
It's gonna make
crates.
noise. So.
It's going to make noise. It'd be stealth check to open any given crate.
That's fine. I
And
can
there
make
are-
the stealth check next.
Well, I mean,
we need to find out
how many crates you want to fucking open? You want to just
Well,
open?
I thought we'd go to the.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can identify, because if anybody has bureaucracy or anything on that, so.
All right.
I got 3 bureaucracy left.
First you get up to there. It is locked, so there's one more stealth roll to
Or Filch.
pick the lock.
I have 3.
Or
slots.
Filch. I'd allow
Does the
Filch.
lock picking anything give me any bonuses to
It
that?
lets you do it.
Okay, so.
If you didn't have tools,
I don't have
it would
Filch.
be much harder.
Okay, that's like.
Anybody got Filch?
I have Filch, so.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and spend the point on that.
Okay. It's difficulty 5.
55.
If you fail the roll, you cannot pick the lock.
Hey, guess what? I don't have it, so I'm going to just cheerlead you.
All right.
Yay. Go, Aaron.
That's a 4. So.
All right. You cannot pick it. It is too difficult for you to pick. You can make mechanics. Someone can make a mechanics check to disassemble the lock.
I got 1 more mechanics left.
I got 4 points of mechanics.
All right.
You got this shit.
All right. And I spend 3.
Yeah.
All right. 1 point of mechanics left. Plus 3.
Yeah.
That's 6 total.
You get in the office.
All right.
There are lots of
This is
log
my time
sheets.
for this.
There's a lot of paperwork here. Does anybody have traffic analysis?
I do.
Yeah, well, traffic analysis. This is the kind of finding a needle in a haystack is
Am I
just.
the only one?
Yeah.
All right. I spend the traffic analysis. I have
How
1
many
point.
points? You can spend more than 1 point.
I only have 1.
You can spend 1 point. All right.
That's all I have, Ross.
Well, you narrow it down to 2
Give
crates.
me things.
There.
All right.
Yeah. So 2 points would get you the exact crate, but with 1,
Is there only 1 crowbar?
there is. No, there's multiple crowbars,
Okay, so
but
we'll
each
go-
one is a test. So like,
That's fine.
Okay.
We do it simultaneously. Someone
you-
take
then-
that. Who else is stealthy? You still stealthy?
But if doing a simple thing, okay, yeah, all right.
We've got this.
Okay, defeating the point.
Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Instead of making potentially 1 stealth test, you're just forcing 2 stealth tests.
I don't think this is a good idea, so.
Okay. 1 at a time.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Eeny, meeny, I just randomly pick one. I don't know.
It is 4 difficulty 4 to open a crate successfully.
Actually, before we do that.
What I'll do is I'll roll. If you make the stealth check, either way, I'll roll a die and ask you if it's odd or even.
Actually, before we do that,
Yeah.
Silly question right now. Is Tangent Pluto on any of these crates?
No.
Okay. Worth a shot.
All of them are marked.
Hey, guess what? I got a 4.
Okay, you open the crate. Did I roll an odd or an even?
Even.
Here's the 1. It's the next crate.
Okay.
We do not open this.
It's a big crate. You can.
What's this one?
Well, it has to be in that. The lamp has to be in this one crate.
Oh, but what's in the one I opened? That's what I was meaning.
Is machinery. It is.
I have machinery.
Hey,
Yeah,
there might be
it is machine parts.
Hey,
you know,
there might be a button in there.
I have 3 stealth left. Anybody else?
I'll go ahead and take it. I still have 4 left. So,
I have none left.
all right,
I'll go ahead and spend 3.
all right. Well, then you will
There wasn't much
automatically
need for
succeed.
stealth in the Navy.
So you very precisely
don't need
sweat
to-
dripping off your brow, open it with the precision of a surgeon operating on a patient. Gina's very good at opening crates.
I know.
Gina's kind of the brains of the operation. I don't know if you noticed this.
I'm a surgeon, okay? I haven't gotten to
I know
operate.
you went to school.
Yeah.
I haven't got to operate on anyone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I have no education.
So it is packed with newspapers around surprisingly heavy metallic box and a sealed ammo can.
I see nothing in there. What?
I know you do see this. I will let you know if you see or don't see something.
Ross will definitely do that.
So the box is you recognize it, Dr. V, as lead. It is a lead line box. The ammo can, yeah. So there's two. The lead line box is too heavy to move like stealthily. It is just chunky. You're gonna have to open it if you want to open.
Chunky boy.
Yeah.
All right. Do we need to like crowbar it, or is it?
No, you can just open it up.
Fuck it. I'm gonna open it. You want to be
Exposed to the lamp.
fucking do it.
You fool. Of course, we don't know that's the lamp.
Because is the crate on a box, or is it like on a pallet jack anywhere, or
It is. The crate is just on the ground.
okay? And there's nothing to see where we can move stuff around, or like
I mean, there are pallet jacks and things like that, but you're not like going to do that stealthily. Like there are still guards patrolling outside the warehouse.
I mean, if we can get distractions or figure out at least some other excuse to do this, because I again, call me crazy at this point, but I don't think
It is like I'd say it's like it is a very heavy and dense box. You are not going to be able to carry it.
Can we pallbearer this?
I mean, there's no way you're going to pallbearer it stealthily. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to rule that is incredibly impractical to you.
Like I think at this point this might be the time of just action. That's like maybe being a little bit more upfront right now, using our TP excuse here, and then with the guards, and hopefully getting out of here with this. Mm-hmm. So that's like what do you think?
We probably can't utilize any connections while we're in the scenario, right?
What kind of connections?
Just the
You know
ones
what?
that are in the back here.
You know what? I knew that this was
I
going
mean,
to happen.
I'm reasonable to talk to.
Okay.
I knew that something like this might happen.
Yeah.
So I had something set up. I've got demolitions, and I have preparedness.
Sure.
So I rigged a little something just in case with like a trigger.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. You
Okay.
can have a remote explosive device.
Someone pull a wall out?
Just blow up enough to distract so we can get this thing out. With,
Again, it's going to be it's impractical to carry the lead line box. Like opening it up is going to be your best bet. And carrying just the lamp. The lamp seems to be, I mean, from what it was described to you, is something a person can carry with one hand.
Right.
So,
Is there
yeah.
anything in here
Is
like...
there a blanket or something else that we?
Okay,
can
all of you do have an idea. Is that you could, now that you know that it's in this crate, you could come back during the day and pretend to be workers.
That is true. So
I got disguise.
Yeah.
But you know what? Is it possible to move the other crate over here? Like, do they have markings on it or anything?
oh
Yeah, of course.
Switch it out?
yeah.
I mean, if you switch it out, though, you have traffic analysis. If you swap it out, you're not going to be in this crate. They could be like, oh, this crate could go anywhere. You spent your 1 point of traffic analysis. You can't mark it for something that's going to sit in the warehouse for months. It would be a crapshoot. It could wind up anywhere. Because people are going to come in at 6 a.m. As soon as it's dawn, people are going to come roll into this warehouse and start loading and unloading things. So you can open the lead line box, or you could use the disguise thing. You could and Paul bearer it out, but it's going to be extremely risky, and there's a high chance all of you get caught.
Does anybody have disguise?
Or you can come back during the most practical way for you to carry the crate out would be to come back during the day. Yeah.
So in that case, you're right. We know where it is there. We can actually. That's like we can get connections right now and then have the disguise so it's put on a truck and it's out. So and we don't do that. That being said, though, while we have that, can we open up the ammo case?
Yeah, there are audio tapes in it, reel-to-reel tape.
Okay. So in turn, I think we need to put this back, get the audio tapes at least. We can review that while the plan is made to get us in there the next day. So we at least have information that we can send back to Carlson if needed to be. So
okay. All right. Yeah, you seal it back up, you put it back in, and you're all going to be very tired.
Yeah, I was about to say we haven't slept.
Yeah. I mean, you slept on the way over a little bit. Yeah. So, but you've been working, this would be about 24 hours you've been operating. So, yeah, there's no willpower mechanics.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
just
preparedness.
Refresh the ability.
I knew I brought a little
I mean, outside of motivations, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
So I say you can sneak out without having to make another roll because you did.
Roll really, really
Yeah.
fast.
And you know the guard routines very well. You can hear the footsteps outside. You know exactly when to come out. So Gina, you can have make a bureaucracy check or preparedness check to have a reel-to-reel player.
I'll actually do the preparedness check on that.
All right. What do you want to spend? Say it's difficulty 4.
We'll spend 2 on that.
All right.
So hopefully this dice will not
suck.
screw me over again. Nope.
All right. You do have a reel-to-reel player?
Yeah.
And you start listening to it. So once you get back to quarters that you've taken from the transient building, the VC found the cave about a month ago and pulled the lamp off the wall like a sticky piece of chewing gum, is how he says it. It glowed bright and dim, and eventually its glow stuck to the walls and metal and mirror and glass and eyes. So shoots of shadow, like rice shoots, grows out of the wall and grows out of some of the dead. It's still growing. It's growing in the cave. It's growing inside the wall, in the dark. Shoots of rice, a glorious crop, you realize. The best ever. It'll come soon. Ocean waters, the land flooded like a big rice paddy. They will pull out their eyes. We'll kill them all. They have gazed upon his light. They have profaned his darkness. They have removed the key from the lock, and it all is loosed upon the Gahanathoa is loosed. The key is removed. Gahanathoa. And then you hear someone, a rifle butt on someone's skull. Go ahead and give me a stability check.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we need to make 4 on that?
4.
Okay, make 5 actually.
Right.
Thank God.
All right.
Yeah, I'm used to that. Crack.
Well, none of you. I mean, does anyone else understand Vietnamese?
No.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you give me this ability check too.
Violence? Do I have to?
It's unnatural.
Yeah. Let me go crazy. I got a 5.
All right. So yeah. So David, better start working on those disguises.
All right, then. Now let's see here again. I'm going to throw... You know what? I'm going to blow all 4 points of disguise on this.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, we're a mariachi band.
You're warehouse workers. Go ahead and roll
An
disguise.
interesting mariachi.
That'll be a total of 6.
Okay. So you source uniforms. You find spare ones. You'll have to be very disguised,
Very baggy, very much
Yeah.
my hair cut short, so...
Does anybody want to make a bureaucracy roll to have the accompanying paperwork?
I have 3 in bureaucracy. Anybody else?
I have 3.
2 left, so I can assist with 1.
I'll give you one.
I should make the roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep,
you're...
okay, so I'll assist you with 1. So
Okay, you got a point from me too.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah, I
blow...
think that's probably fine.
All right, so how many extra points? 1?
Hey,
2.
might as well. Go ahead.
3 total extra? Okay, and I'm spending 2, so that's going to be 4 extra. Plus 6, that's 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Or crate.
Yeah, it is your crate. So...
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Yeah. Now the question is, what are you going to do with it?
Demolition exploders. Fucking hell.
I don't.
Are we
like-
under orders to destroy it?
No, but
They're told you to investigate this.
here's the thing. Is that... And I go ahead and explain it to the 2 of you. So... That's like, this is not going to be easy to hear. But whatever effect it was causing is this was removed like some sort of stopgap. And if this is to be stopped, I think the best option is to take it back to that cave and then find some way to collapse the tunnel so it cannot be gotten back to. Because we can hold on to this, but there's something going on out there that I'm not sure will be stopped.
You know, I read a book, didn't come out too long ago. Maybe we could just cast it into a volcano.
What volcano would you like to go to?
I don't know. The one in the book was Mount Doom. What's nearby?
There are no volcanoes nearby.
Yeah. So, but at this point, I don't know what else to call. Can we
It's the
actually
60s,
get? Can we actually get a hold of Carlson, by the way, or to make a report back, or are we just on Telegram or?
Tradecraft. Do you have Tradecraft?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a point spend and get to a radio and send a coded message and hope you get a reply back.
Yeah, just basically, please advise this is what we consider right now because this thing is potentially too dangerous, but maybe not. It's like holding something out, so.
Okay. You did not get a reply before it is dawn and time to go to the warehouse. But at least you gave him an update.
Yep, this is at least, I think, the best decision right now.
It would be easy to take it to a helicopter and go back to Firebase Jonas. And you could take other stuff. You mentioned demolitions, blowing up tunnels. Do any of you have demolitions? You can make a demolitions or bureaucracy spend to get a bunch of charges.
I got 1 point of demo.
I have 2 points of demo.
Well, that's planning the charges. Bureaucracy is to get the charges. Yeah.
I'll give you another point from me.
All right, go ahead and make a bureaucracy check. See how many explosives you can get your
That's
hands
another
on.
point for me.
Okay. So that's 6, 7.
Okay.
Give me all them
Yeah.
explosives.
You have a lot of...
Demo charges.
demo charges, yeah.
Also, something I didn't do, and this is probably for a bad idea, but that's what one-shots are for. When I did hear that name being said, any understanding off of a point spent on unnatural? You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you even make... You
Or do I just lose?
Yeah, no, well, you definitely have to make a check of some kind.
Yeah.
To see. Yeah, you'll get information, sure. I'm not going to say no to that.
Oh, you're so generous, Ross.
I'm very generous.
Merry Christmas. So.
Yeah.
I think something's wrong with her.
Something's
More
wrong
than
with
somewhat.
you. Let's see here. Or do they have the
I
rules?
see something wrong with her.
One gun, 2 combatants. Right, they have a thing for like here it is, sanity and stability in the unnatural. What is it? Sanity and natural. Balance intelligence on the unnatural. All right, make a stability check.
Yes.
Right. Difficulty 5.
Jesus. All right.
Yes.
No.
Yes, a 1.
It's a 1.
Yes.
All right, that's 3.
Jesus. Okay.
Are you still above 0?
I am still above 0.
Okay.
I'm at a 3 now.
Let's see here. All right.
So what happens at 0 in this?
You start. You're shaken. You cannot spend investigative abilities.
But you can go down to the negatives.
Yeah, negative 12. You're gone.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
you're
not
too
good.
fucked
So.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. You also lose sanity once you become shaken.
What's the other underline? Like 4 is underlined. Does that mean like every 4 you get something or something?
I'd have to. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how you build. Oh, your bonds give you your stability. So like the number of
Lose a
bonds.
bond after that. So.
Yeah. Well, no, not yet. That we'll deal with at the end of the mission. But
Char character.
yeah, you only lose sanity when you go down below 0 stability.
All
When
right,
you go
well,
to 0 less.
Aaron
So
pointed
yeah,
out some
so
shit.
Gahanathoa, yes, Lord Gahanath. What you remember is he was the god, a lord of the sunken continent of Mu, MU, and he was at war with those in the ocean. And let's see, the people, the Hoabathians, this thing, whatever it is, I thought it was mere appearance was devastating. You don't know exactly what, but anything related to perceiving him or any aspect of him had terrible effects on humanity. And so if this lamp key was holding his presence at bay, then he is leaking into this world. A tendril of him is beginning to spread. And will not stop until the key
tendrils
is
as in,
locked.
like the snake things?
Yeah, that would reason. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think I don't think I know. This is we replace this and we bury this fucker.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Any other ideas? I mean, that sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it.
So, You've prepared that.
Yeah. So all of you follow thanks to David's expert disguise plan. You are all on your way
Back to the thing.
You back to Firebase Jonas, and you get there later that day. But things are very different now.
Oh no!
As you are beginning to see, you're actually seeing DeSalvo, the specialist, Lewis's friend.
Yeah.
He is carrying a big crate of explosives to one of the bunkers. He is
The ones I requisitioned, or
no, the ones are already on base. Like you have your own satchel of explosives with
just
you.
walking around with it.
He's just he is stockpiling them, and he is cackling like a madman, gleefully, and no one is stopping him from doing this. This is like bringing it into
Stop this guy. One of us, maybe. Yeah, probably.
You can see also that there are glyphs carved onto walls and weapon butts and things.
Are there glyphs?
I mean, they look like you can see them too.
Okay, that's what I was trying to point out.
Yeah, they look like those rubbings. Yeah.
Can I try to snap him out of his mania by screaming at him with cop talk?
No, I mean you could just scream at him though. Yeah, cop talk is more like, "Hey, cop, I'm also at law.
Hey, hello,
I'm an
fellow
authority
teens.
figure that should be trusted." Yeah.
Hello, fellow teens.
Yeah, basically. But he's like, "Oh, hey, man, what's up? I'm trying to make the ultimate torpedo for the big ultimate fire show. You know, a big light.
Tell me more about the big light.
That's coming soon, man. We
knock
gotta.
someone
I've been
out
seeing
with
lights
your
out of the corner of my
shit?
eyes.
Where's it come from?
It's
That's
just
all that.
from. I don't
You know
know.
where it comes from,
Chemistry?
don't
Do
you?
you have more chemistry?
Nope, I spent my
You don't want to
chemistry.
upset him.
Oh wait, no, I still have
No,
point of
no, got to make the light show. That's what I'm doing.
Pharmacy?
I'm doing my job.
Yeah, pharmacy.
So where does it come
Pharmacy
from?
would work.
Where does the light come from?
I don't
Why
know, man.
don't you know this?
I don't know, man.
I thought you were an adherent.
Are there 4 lights?
I'm trying to do. I got to make a fireworks show.
No, you got to stop until you figure out what you're doing.
Okay.
You don't even know where the light comes from.
Remember,
No.
it's stop,
You
drop,
think
and
you
roll.
serve him?
I thought I did.
Not like this, you're not.
Oh,
Calm down.
okay.
Put the shit down.
Okay.
You're going to do this. You're going to do it right.
Yeah. Have you seen it, man?
No, that's why I'm here. That's why I want you to tell me where it comes from.
I started seeing after the tunnels, man.
From the tunnels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that already. But
DeSalvo's trying to blow things up. He's got a huge amount of demolitions while you're in
Yeah, you can also see someone's been carving the glyphs that you saw in the cavern on various surfaces in the
Yeah,
base.
things are going swell here.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, well,
You hear
We
people
can't leave
sounding
this
off
guy just
every so
there.
often. Also, all of you can hear people just sounding off. You can hear Rickard's voice just going down the list, like doing a roll call. But
can I make a
why would you do a
demolitions-
roll call in the middle of the afternoon? Yeah.
Can I make a demolitions to defuse all that shit?
It would take hours of work. It's
Damn.
just a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of material he's amassing.
Or we could take it with us. And
And
Is it
it's
to blow more shit
primed
up?
and ready. That's
is it primed already? Like,
No, it's not quite there.
okay.
would there be like a master dead switch that would disable all of it?
Do you have demolition trained?
I have 1 point demolition.
It doesn't look like he's on the way to doing that, but he's like only had a day to start on this, so he hasn't had enough time.
Okay.
So
I'm
yeah.
just wanting to, like, hey, more shit to blow that thing to Kingdom Come and bury it.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to take. You're gonna have to like.
And not let him, the crazy guy, back.
You realize you're going to need to tell the Helipire to refuel so you can go to the tunnels. That's 18 rounds.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that.
Okay.
Get that up. I'll go ahead and bring it.
Well,
over.
Rickard, actually, Captain Rickard's coming. He's like, what is the meaning of this? Why are you having the Huey refueled?
We need to pull them aside. So we have intelligent information about that's what we were concerned about. So we need to go back to the tunnels and
Let me see your order on that. This is my base, and everything happens here under my control. Jackson, where are you? Sergeant Jackson, we're here.
human on him. Just,
Oh, he is just, you would diagnose him as obsessive compulsive, like control freak, like a radical personality shift from you saw 24 hours ago.
Captain, can you come with me for a second?
No, I will not. I'm in charge here. I tell you where to go.
So
Pharmacy.
it's like, well,
See, this cop talk would work with this, or
I was going to use at least agency to possibly,
Marine Corps?
well, specifically Marine Corps or CIA to be like,
CIA is not going to work on that.
okay,
Psychotherapy?
or okay.
Do you have psychotherapy?
Oh, let's see. I don't think I have that. Do you have it?
You said cop talk works. I got 2 points on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how to deal with these kind of,
Basically tell them like the Viet Cong are trying to take it back. We need to collapse.
I do have psychotherapy.
With a 2-point cop talk spin, you could like shove some paperwork that has nothing to do with and tell them it tells him that he's going to get accommodation. Like he is breaking down, but like if you tell him that this is good for his outfit, he'll believe you.
Hey, guess who's getting a bronzy?
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe even a silver.
I massage his ego using cop talk.
Yeah, exactly. That actually worked. Yeah, massaging his ego is definitely the right play. And so, David, you're able to keep him placated while the rest of you. So take some time for the other people you talked to earlier still on base. Obviously, things have changed in the day that you've been here.
Can we get anyone else to come up to help us set up these explosives as well?
We want to talk to you.
Well, let's see. So, with that,
I think they're all too fucking gone, man. I don't know if I trust anybody.
Can I see if there's any that are still there using... I have psychotherapy.
Yeah, give me a roll in psychotherapy.
excellent.
I'll spend one.
Okay. It is difficulty 6,
Psychotherapy's
actually.
over here on the general.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. You do not see anybody that you think you can help in, like, you can snap to in the short amount of time.
They're all fucking gone.
Yeah. Okay, then it's just us then. So
Well, the pilot, because he came with us.
yeah. So
Yeah, he's on, dude, like, hey, Flyboy, you're just doing your job.
yes, sir. So we'll get it loaded up.
You see the lieutenant. As you're talking to Rickard, though, you can kind of see the Lieutenant Van Ryn behind him, like, taking out a pistol and kind of, like, wavering and points it directly at the captain's back and then kind of then sees you and it's like, oh, and then walks off.
Like, everything's fine here, clearly.
Yeah.
Are any of my colleagues near me?
Not right now.
Damn it.
Yeah. But they're not too far away. You could call out to them, but yeah. Yeah, things you can hear the
Discipline's
radio.
going right out the window here.
The radio tone is Morse coding right, rather incessantly.
Could I possibly who's the least busy among you three?
Well, I'm moving the demolitions.
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you're leaving. One thing it does, you're gonna that lead line box is going to be too hard to carry in the tunnels.
I know, well, like, we're going to have to carry it by itself out of it.
Okay, so we'll
But,
break
like,
that once we're on the ground there. So
Okay.
because we'll break it open, get a bunch of blankets to put over it. So
Yeah.
Just because blankets protect from radiation.
I mean, if anybody else has psychotherapy, they can try and help some of the Marines too.
actually, I do have that. So I'll
Right.
go ahead and start trying to talk to them out. And
All right, difficulty 6.
all right.
I also allow investigative things for inspiration or
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do an inspiration. So
All right, I'll give you +3 to your roll.
okay, awesome. So that'll be like gentlemen, this is no time to let your country down in the face of a light.
I'm going to give you an extra point. I got psychotherapy too.
Okay, so all right, so roll a 4. Yep, that's going to be a 9.
Okay, you can get 3 Marines.
Snap them out of it.
Yeah,
All right.
that seem to be less affected by it. Yeah.
Folks, right now, just keep it's like pinching yourself. You're shaking yourself, slap yourself, look at the picture of your best girl, just something.
All right, and yeah, but it doesn't take you too long to get the helicopter refueled. The explosives are already on board, so is the lamp. What are you going to do? You just got to take off now? Is there anything else you want to do with the Firebase?
I think the Firebase, is kind of a lost cause at this point, so that's like, and maybe at least putting off, do you say we were getting a message through?
I mean, somebody's Morse coding in the radio tent.
Tom, do you want to deal with that? Can you deal with that?
Yeah, I'll go with you on that one.
I'm just trying to figure out who's not busy right now. And I'm trying to
Yeah.
see, what do we have?
Yeah, what's going on? Let's go see what's going on in the
He's on the radio tent. You can see
Siggins.
Wimmer there, the radio man. He is just Morse coding like mad. Do you have SIGINT?
Is
Nope.
anybody?
I got sinking,
Yeah.
All right, then you go.
Yeah, he's not.
but aren't I dealing with the captain?
Oh, you talked to him for a bit, but you could wander back. Like you've placated him enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, stop freaking
Yeah,
out. Okay. Then I go in there and I use my 1 point of SIGINT.
You don't have to spin, but you can see he's transmitting to an empty channel.
What appears to be an empty channel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's see
Call
here.
bullshit.
I walk over there and I the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What channel is this?
It's.
What do you hear right now? What are you hearing?
It's Cthulhu's hammer.
I gotta.
10-4, good buddy.
I gotta tell the ocean.
What is it? Is he just like doing it from memory?
Yeah.
It's not, okay. Can I say like before I went up there and talked to him, am I able to decipher the Morse code?
Yeah, it's erratic. It's actually spelled. You do hear GHATANATHUA, something like that. Something that sounds phonetically like Gahanathoa.
Okay, the name of the guy.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. And do I see the channel number he's transmitting to? Do I see where on the gauge?
Yeah. It's definitely not a channel used by anyone in the military or the VC. It's just like a dead channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I relay this back to my comrades.
Okay, so you're contacting the ocean.
Yeah.
Like
And Gahana something, whatever.
Like we'll have to have,
Are you going to freak out about that?
Well, has the ocean responded to you yet?
No, but it'll be soon.
We have it on good authority. The ocean can't receive signals at the moment.
We have to wake it up.
I was like, hey, we're working on that.
Good.
It's like we're going to be going on an operation to make sure the channel's clear.
Good.
But I need you to stay calm here. All right.
I'm very calm.
You look it.
Do you see it?
That's not important right now. Let's just make sure you're doing your job.
It's not a scratch. It's
of course, it's definitely not a scratch.
He's reaching out towards us.
We can't have that.
No, we can. We should.
All right. Well, you keep transmitting to the ocean, okay?
Yeah, it'll wake up. It'll come out.
Of course it will.
Okay.
Actually, just like.
I want to fuck with this guy some more. All right.
All right, we'll stay here, have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go help load explosives.
Yeah, it woke up and it's asking for you.
Yeah.
The ocean said, "Well, tell that son of a bitch that I'm not talking to him right now."
Yeah. Tell him to keep it down.
So you and the three unnamed Marines, none of them.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
So I'm now the ocean's and now the ocean's like, what's your 20, good buddy?
Yeah. So the 4 of you plus the 3 Marines plus the pilot fly out to the tunnels.
Yay!
It's like Lloyd, Daryl, and Daryl.
Yeah. And let's see here. Let's see here. The VC, all of you can, I'll just let you all roll sense trouble. This is as you're getting out of the helo.
I'll spend 1 on that at least.
Difficulty 4.
Yeah.
What's that?
Difficulty 4, sense trouble.
I got 4.
Okay.
Glad I spent 2.
I got 4 as well.
I do not.
All right. There are a number of people moving in the tree lines in black clothing. Look who sent a patrol out to check up on their tunnels. So you're near one of the tunnel entrances, the one you used last time, but there is a patrol of VC that have seen a helicopter land in this blasted, gray, cratered hellscape. So, yeah, they're probably going to open fire on you. But did everybody make their sense trouble check?
Yes.
I did not.
Okay, so yeah, you're just, whatever. Did you make it?
1.
Okay, so Dr. V and Stan. Let's see if the Marines... Actually, the Marines are also like, oh, shit. Remember the thing, this is combat. Those who make the sense trouble get the first action. Dr. V, what do you want to do?
Is there cover?
Yeah, there's craters and stuff like that.
Get in cover.
Okay. You can get in crater. What are you armed with?
45.
Okay. You could run to the tunnel and try and get in there. Of course, you'd have to remove the lamp. It's still in the lead-lined box. But
I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get the lamp out.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, all right. So at the same time, let's get Stan's action first before we process that.
Is there... I mean, we're on the helo just getting off when we notice this. Okay. Is there, like, a gun mounted on the helo?
No. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, there is. There is.
Use heavy weapons.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Suppressing fire.
I'm just trying to maybe
No.
on our side too. Like, this is not good. Don't do
The
this.
Viet Cong are not going to be on your side.
Anna shouldn't have blown all 4 points of disguise. We could have disguised ourselves.
You could not have disguised
It's
yourself.
like,
I
I am the
mean,
only one who might have been
I was
able
about to
do
say.
What if I use all my points of disguise and conceal?
Well, then you'd just be concealing yourself, yeah. So, let's find out what the M60 does. That would be an M60, wouldn't it be, Tom?
A what?
Door gun?
Yeah, M60, most likely.
M60, okay. All right, walking fire. Obviously, this is going to be a... Oh, damn, where are the list of weapons? Learning the new system. Because this is definitely a lethality weapon, which means...
Yes, that's what I was going for.
I'm going to fuck up things. Here we go. Heavy machine gun. Lethality 2. Let's see here. Which means basically if you hit... Okay, so walking... The main thing you have to worry about is walking the gun. These guys are not all like in a line for you to just shoot through, right? They're all,
Oh, I was wondering, like, is it not mounted?
Oh, it is. I'm talking about your targets, right?
Okay. So I can, like...
Do you have heavy weapons?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So when firing full auto by spending 2 points of firearms or heavy weapons or 1 firearms and 2 athletics, you can hit a target standing within 3 yards of your previous target. So you count 8 of them. Actually, no, there are 7 of them, sorry. As many as there are of you, weirdly enough. So there's 7 of them. Each one is about, a couple yards apart from each other. So you can hit one, but then you have to spend extra points to walk the auto fire to another target.
Does that make sense?
It'd be 1 point heavy weapons and 2 points of athletics, and then, or 2 points of each. So, yeah. So, yeah, you can hit 2 hard targets at once. So, if you walk it. Does that make sense?
So I have to roll this multiple times? Is that what's...
Well, it lets you make multiple attacks. So,
Okay.
So for every target you walk, you get 1 extra attack roll to a separate target.
Okay. So am I rolling it once?
It's a difficulty 4 to hit them because they have some cover. Normally it'd be 3.
Yeah.
And then if you want to hit more than 1 guy, you have to walk it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's like I've got 3 heavy weapons and fucking 7 athletics.
So you can attack 4 guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then...
I'm going to spend this all.
Okay. It's difficulty 4 to hit each one. You can spin on any given attack to raise up your attack roll for that one. But you'll definitely be suppressing them too.
Okay.
So...
All right. So I have to roll multiple times for all 4?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get across.
Yeah.
All right.
And each one you hit will be a lethality attack. So I'll explain how much damage works for every hit you do.
All right. So if I spend 1 heavy weapons
and 2 athletics, you get to walk it.
Okay.
So you only have to do it 3 times because your first target's free, right? And then for your second target, you have to, and third target, you have to walk it, right? You don't have to walk it for the first one because that's where you're starting.
Okay.
Come on. Yay, new rules.
6 for the first one.
All right, hit 1 guy.
Okay.
That's your first one. Now you're walking into the second one, just going down the line.
4.
Okay, so that hits the second guy.
5.
Third guy.
Come on, die. 6.
6. You hit all 4.
Yeah. So all that's burned, right?
Yeah. Now,
I am a machine.
Gun.
Stand the man.
all right. Well, you're gonna kill them because you're hitting them with a heavy weapon. They only have 3 health. But
I've got you guys covered. Get there.
so here's how lethality works. You roll a d6, and if you hit a 1 or a 2, they're automatically dead. Now, if you hit a 3 or better, you take that and times it by 5 for how much damage you do. So, at a minimum, you're doing 15 damage to each one.
Okay.
So, go ahead and just for the sake of shit, you're killing. There's no way you can't kill them, but let's just find it. Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Extreme violence.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 was my first one.
So that's 15 damage. That pulps a person. Yeah.
Okay. 6 on the next one.
Yeah, that's 30 damage. Yeah.
6 again.
Another 30 damage.
And then 1.
That actually still automatically kills them.
Cut.
Yeah. So everyone who's not adapted to violence roll stability because, oh god, you're in battle. Difficulty 4.
6.
Where would I find that?
Okay. It's a stability.
it's there.
Yeah.
Like, you're not.
Yeah,
Nope. I think I'm the only one that's balanced.
All right.
What I need to roll?
A 4.
I got a 5.
All right. What about you, Dr. V?
6.
Okay, yeah. So all of you are
Fuck
like,
these guys.
They're not us. That's great. So yeah,
That's how war works.
Us versus them.
the remaining 3 Marines get out, pile out of the helicopter, go prone, and start opening fire. They don't hit it. Oh wait, and then you open up the lamp. Same instant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah.
Ross,
Yeah.
thrill me.
It is. The lamp glows incredibly brightly. It is like holding a flare, but of a color that is hard to describe. You think it's whitish at first, but no, it's red. It's What is that? Eventually, there's
It's
a color.
called plaid.
There is a color that you don't have a word for, and that's what it is. It eventually starts dimming, but it is a weirdly twisted piece of metal or metallic rock.
It's twisted metal.
It feels like you're holding electricity or suppressed emotion. Is the best way to describe it.
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
It remembers a crack and divot like a scratched camera lens is the only thing you can compare it to. It is both. Give me a difficulty 5 stability check there.
Is this helplessness?
This is unnatural.
All right. So I need a
Difficulty 5 or better. This is, and if you lose it, you lose 3 points of stability.
6.
All right.
Unnatural, no thing.
Ain't no thing.
Oh, you see it. Give me another stability check because the lamp is much larger than the others.
I can see this, or am I too busy absorbed killing things?
Oh no, the lamp gets in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yay!
It illuminates the VC for you.
I roll a 6.
Yeah. The shadows. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The shadows in the VC become like silhouettes that help you. It's like shooting at targets.
They're marked.
Yeah, they're marked. And all of you can see. You two. Well, now you can act as you see the lamp and give me stability checks.
It's all good.
Stan, you do not have to make a stability check. You look through the camera. So yeah, you're. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm good, man. Yeah. I'm gravy.
I got a 6 too.
Right.
Oh my god.
Same thing for you, David.
Which I'm glad I used this particular dice.
Tree.
All right. Yeah, they 3. You lose 2 points of stability because you're not holding it. But this is a terrifying, unnatural artifact. Yeah, it's unnatural.
It ain't natural.
Yeah, the 3 remaining VC don't understand what's going on yet, so they're going to full auto. They're going to rock and roll, but they are going to. Well, one of them's definitely going to attack you.
Just because you're the Punisher.
Let's see here. So that is going to be firearms 4. They're going to spend 2. They needed basically 3 or better on this to hit you. They do hit you. Okay. Now you're in the door gunner thing, so you do have armor. So
also, didn't you buy?
I bought armor too.
Yeah, you did buy armor. So I'm going to say it is not full auto. It's a burst because they're too far out for that. So that is going to be actually you just have the armor. You're not wearing a door gunner vest. It's gonna be 4 minus 1 for your armor, so 3 damage.
But there's no I thought you were meaning there was stuff.
No, that was like a vest. The door gunner armor was like a vest that they had to put on.
No, I mean like on the.
No, there's no door. It's strapped. It's kind of
yeah.
It's kind of strapped to the top of the.
Yeah. Door gunners would have heavy armor that they would wear, but that was body armor.
I'm back in the shit. Yeah, let's do this.
And then the other 2 are going to roll terribly when attacking the Marines. So, now you 2 get to act.
I'm gonna just book it.
Well, no, you already acted. This is still the first round.
Okay,
they get to act last because they failed their sense trouble check.
Then
David, what do you want to do? You're on the helicopter being shot at. The tunnel's right ahead. Dr. V took out the thing, and it's very disturbing. But yeah,
is the doctor like stunned holding this thing like he's not in control of himself?
No,
pass it away.
He's still holding it. Yeah, he's not freaked out. I mean, he still seems to be himself.
Okay.
Your stability's still positive, right, Dr. V?
I assume
Tom?
it's positive.
What's your stability at?
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
How the fuck? Oh yeah, you haven't taken any stability.
Yeah.
He keeps making his chest.
Let's see here. I guess I should fucking hide.
Yeah, you could run to the tunnels.
Can I ask Dr. V? We'll do a football pass. I got 8 athletics. What if I just spend it all to get to Hail Mary that sucker in there?
Yeah. Go and give me an athletic check.
All right, let's see.
Difficulty 4 to put yourself in position.
I'm just going to spend 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be a total 10.
Okay, so new round. Everyone's acted at this point.
Oh, I haven't acted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Gina, yeah.
I do see them running back. I want to provide cover, so I have
flag play.
Yeah.
I have mine, and there's 3 Viet Cong left.
Yeah, that you can see, yeah.
Okay, I'll at least take aim at one of them with my 22. And
That is -4 to your shot. You need I'm going to say you need a 6 to hit them.
6.
You're extreme long range for a pistol.
Keep spamming that button.
Yeah, it's a close weapon.
You're right. So you're right on that point. So I'm just going to provide cover. Although I'm going to grab grab some of the explosives.
Yeah, you could grab the explosives and get to the tunnels.
We need.
All right, that's athletics to carry a thing of explosives.
All right, I'll go ahead and spend 2.
All right.
4. Right down. All right. Come on, don't screw me. Oh, thank God 4.
All right. All right, so you get in the tunnel. Are you going in the tunnel or are you hovering outside the tunnel? I mean, you'll be in cover if you're in the tunnel.
In the tunnel right now, past with with David. So,
all right, give me a stability check.
Yay, 4.
All right, you're fine, but you're not fine. The dead are standing up. They look like scarecrows or bundles of rice with their skin stretched over them. They don't have and don't seem to need guns, but they... Yeah. So you just get in there. So new round, Dr. B.
Yeah.
You can see David has run up ahead and is holding his hands out like wanting you to throw the lamp to him.
Blue 42.
All right.
Blue.
All right, athletics check. Difficulty 3.
I'm spending 3.
Okay.
8.
You have the lamp. Give me a stability check. It's like holding lightning.
2.
All right, that's 3.
All right, so I'm down to -5.
-5. All right. You're now shaken. You lose a point of sanity.
All right.
You can no longer use investigative abilities, and you are not handling this well.
Right.
And you are holding the eye of God as far as you can tell. It is terrifying and awe-inspiring.
Can I use this? Can I learn a point in unnatural to blunt its effects?
Yeah.
All right.
Lose another point of sanity, but yeah, you can suppress it for now.
All right.
Sanity is very hard to regain, by the way.
In this one shot, I bet.
Yeah. You're burning your part of your core personality to not succumb to its influences, but you get into the tunnel and you can see that there are these undead. The corpses of the VC have risen, animated by shadows and light. They're like scarecrows moving on shoots of rice.
What talent would I have to use to look to my left and be like, oh, here's a flamethrower?
Preparedness.
Preparedness.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to blow all 4 points of preparedness. That'll be 6 total.
Okay. Do you want that actually to be the flamethrower nearby, or do you want something else? Do you have heavy? I mean, you need heavy weapons to use it. Do you have heavy weapons?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
So my only concern with that is that flamethrower in a small tunnel.
Yeah, gets them all.
And comes back at us.
Well, don't stand in front of the hole, dummy.
I'm in the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in there.
Yeah, you are too.
Yeah, we're both in the tunnel now.
You can't see them when you're on the surface. You know what? I could say for the same spin, you could say there would be a big ass trench shotgun or some kind of melee weapon you could use.
Honestly, like a side.
What do they use to chop down trees in Vietnam? Did they use any heavy machinery?
Yeah, you could have. They would have chainsaws and stuff like
chainsaws?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to cut down trees. Like the Marines certainly would. They would have.
Can I use my mechanic skill to wield this chainsaw?
Sure.
All right. Last point of mechanics going.
Go and give me a roll.
5.
Oh yeah.
6 total.
All right, so you have to hand the lamp off or drop it if you're gonna, wield the chainsaw. Yeah, Gina's right there.
Hot potato.
Taking it and running.
There you go, Gina.
Give me a stability check.
Yes.
That's 3.
I am down to 0.
Okay, you are shaken.
But not
actually, no. You have that patriotism.
I do.
Yeah. You can get 2 points of stability back.
Okay. So
You're sacrificing. You're risking your life to save your country.
Okay.
But yeah, you start wading into these zombies with a chainsaw. So yeah, you don't know how much ammo. Were they belt fed the
200 rounds.
All right, so yeah, you got more ammo to rock and roll.
Yeah, but I'm out of.
Yeah, your also
I have
are
heavy
AK.
weapons.
Yeah,
I hand it off to the doc.
yeah.
Like, the doctor needs to operate.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I hand it off to the doc. Well, I vacate it for
Yeah.
the doc, but I can still act. So let's see. Let's see. Firearms. Would it take firearms to just have any other kind of weapon other than
You can make a preparedness roll to say you took an M16 with you.
Okay. Preparedness. Yes, that would be a 4.
All right. Yeah. There's an M16.
Okay, cool.
All right. Difficulty 4 to hit them.
Good.
And you can't walk the targets anymore because
Nope.
you don't have a heavy machine gun with a 200
Well,
round.
I'm going to drop down now and take shots
Give me a shot.
to give myself some cover. 5?
That'll hit. That's not lethality, so roll a d6. Straight d6.
1.
All right, you wound a V6. You know. So, Dr. B, though,
Yes,
do you want to use your heavy weapon skill?
I do.
Okay. How many points do you have in heavy
3.
3? Okay. So you could hit one and then walk the gun to a second target. If you have, or you can spin heavy weapons for that too. So yeah.
I have both.
Yeah. So
All right. Spending.
So it's 2 points of heavy weapons or 1 point of heavy weapons and 2 points of athletics for each target beyond the first. There are 3 VC left.
Okay.
So how many attack rolls do you want to make? And you can obviously spend to get a bonus to hit as well on each attack roll.
Okay. I have enough to spend for all 3 targets.
Okay.
And I'll spend 2 on heavy weapons to aid my roll.
Okay.
That's a 7.
That hits.
Miss.
Okay.
And a 5.
Okay. You kill 2 more. There's only 1 left.
It's like it's all like I'm thinking, just give it up, man.
He's going to shoot at you with a 6. Yeah, that definitely hits. That's going to be 3 damage.
All right.
You're in the shit now.
All right. I have taken. Okay, I'm at 3.
They with AKs they cannot full auto at that range, but you have a mounted weapon, so so the 3 Marines. They kill the last guy.
Like bad.
So meanwhile, you're
In the cave.
chainsawing the undead, pushing, holding them
Just
back.
like the gypsy woman said.
Yeah. That's not a term we use anymore. So let's see here. Yeah, the Gina, you're holding the lamp.
Yeah, and I'm just running for glory.
All right, athletics.
Yep. All right. I've already burned through those athletic points, so let's see if I can get.
On the table, Aaron.
Oh, 5. Made it.
All right.
Pushing through the mud on my hands and knees, trying not to look at this thing.
Yeah, as you're fighting with them, you can see glints, and you're running by them. You see glints in the corpse's eyes, glints that float out of them like glowing floaters, and they move back and forth across your field of vision. They are relatively enormous because they seem to float directly in front of you. Go and give me another stability check. Difficulty 5.
5. I made it. Difficulty 5.
Yeah,
So.
it's very good.
Not real. This is not real.
So you, let's see here. You get to the cave alone as you have to stand your ground, holding them back.
All right.
Which is getting very sticky as you're more focusing on not getting ripped apart by these things than actually trying to kill them, because there's more of them than you. And even with a chainsaw, you're not, invincible. But
No, we're relying on the narrow nature of the tunnel.
yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, you managed to plant the
I just with one side. I figure out where it is, and I just run towards it, shoving it into.
As you
the
do
grass as far
that,
as I can.
you see a person. With your archaeology, you realize it is someone who lived thousands of years ago, one of the Hobathians, and they look at you as they are planting it in there and seeing you. They look almost real, like you could reach out and touch them. But yeah, you can see your actions mirrored as this person who looks actually. No, she's not. She's not you. No, you're not related. No. And there is a flash of light and then darkness as it is now back in the wall.
Just fumbling for whatever flashlight I have.
Yeah, the corpses fall to the ground and lifeless.
Planting explosives.
Give me demolitions check.
We are planting some bombs.
Please let me get out before you set this off.
All of you can spend on this because you have a bit of time.
Oh, I do have 1 demolition.
I'll spend my 2.
I got my 1 point of demo. It's all yours.
So
All
what?
right,
2.
So 1, 3,
You have 4.
4, plus 5 on these, so 9.
Just set it up. We want a complete implosion.
13?
Yeah.
Like,
You
how
managed.
glorious are our explosives, Ross?
They are very glorious. You
Damn right they are.
You plant them in mere minutes, running on pure adrenaline and fear, and within you get in the helo and lift off again. The explosion is deafening, as you can see. This valley sinks further into the ground, a massive single crater. It is
Damn, that
absolutely
was
buried
some
in
good
there.
shit.
So
Smoke
utterly
'em if you got
exhausted,
'em.
and there's only a long ride back home for you.
Did we get when we do get back to the base? Do we actually ever have a response back from Coulson?
Carlson, not when you're in country. You get an after briefing. So yeah, fast forward 48 hours. You're back in LAX, reeking still the dead and sweat. And Carlson says, we're going to take you to a house and we own that you're all going to shower first before you go. And
That's appreciative.
new clothes for you. Report nothing. What you've seen. It was a training exercise. In fact, you'll spend the night at the safe house first so that you look something like nothing unusual has happened to you. Those of you with injuries, any scars you have, well, we'll work out a cover story for that.
Anybody that want a little cuckoo?
Yeah, you'll have some time off. So congratulations. You thank you. Your country thanks you for your service.
Don't go digging in Vietnam for rocks.
Yes. So that was Operations Aladdin's Cave, and that was Fall to Green. So,
Hooray!
Yeah, questions, comments. Chris, since this is your first experience with Gumshoe, I think. Yeah, what did you think of the system?
Oh, it was simple enough for me to pick up on the fly. You notice I didn't ask people 18 times during the session, what do I roll?
Yeah. Yeah, they do keep that to a minimum. Do you think it's fun? Do you like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I find the fun in any system, but this one in particular was very simple, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, honestly, it was fun right now going back because it's been a while since Knights Black Agents, I think. So
I mean, I've run Trail of Cthulhu and other Fear Itself games and stuff like
true.
that.
Although, for me, I remember it was Master of Lahotep God.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Years ago. But no, I did really like the spending the investigation with it. And I guess like I said, for me right now, it was just like the path. We actually kind of took a path that we were only seeing the weirdest of stuff at the end of it, too. So I'm kind of interested in what, like, the path if we had ended up going after Mormon. And,
you can't find him. He's Majestic 12's, like, errand boy. He's just going around Vietnam. Picking up shit and doing...
If there's anything... my only wonder is, like, if there's anything else weirder that we would have seen right now at the base or something, had we chosen
If you'd shown the lamp at the base, that would have been basically Apocalypse Now. They all go.
Everyone goes Colonel Kurtz.
Everyone goes Kurtz. It goes really bad, really quickly.
I kind of figured that's why I was kind of using.
If you left the camera behind, it would have gone even worse too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but no, I was kind of going at least on the line of like, oh, wait, my character has unnatural, and they're they're basically inured to Delta Green. It's like, nope, we don't look at anything.
Yeah, but you got it's such a heavy lead box. You got to take it out sooner or later. Yeah.
That choice was made on there, but that's okay. We've made it the best possible.
Yeah. If you did not take the artifact and seal it back in there, it basically fucks over the entire planet.
Although, to be honest, the thing that I kept thinking about the most was the keep and the silver crosses.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, I could see that too. Jason, any thoughts?
No, I mean, I liked the adventure.
Yeah.
The scenario was great and everything. I mean, Gumshoe works so well for a one-shot. My biggest issue is just the refresher for a campaign. Yeah,
certainly there's some stuff I need to refresh myself on, like the bonds and stability and sanity, which is taken over from Trail of Cthulhu. So I need to work on that a bit. Yeah. But yeah. Tom, any thoughts?
I kind of mirror Jason's. Like it works. Yeah, this works. It was a great scenario. A lot of fun. It's the system. Yeah, I said it was great for a one-shot. I just don't know how it's going to be for a campaign.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm not willing to try a campaign.
Okay. So yeah, we will be doing. I had enough fun, and certainly I think this works really well. That I will be doing the Borlius Connection as a campaign for Fall of Delta Green in the Fall of Delta Green system. The cast will be on that. I know Caleb wants to play, so that will be something to look forward to, and the other players we'll talk about. But yeah, thank you all so much, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.